even... Can you even protest it online?
Yeah, I think so. I thought I did there. I was just getting my...
Nothing, honey. Just a few little her plants.
We're up.
Those little things, and just a few little things. You'll see. It's not a big deal. It's not a big deal. And we will still will. Just like we'll just move it when we have to.
Huh, I don't even see it. I don't see where you do anything online.
And you know I will.
That would suck. You might have to go down there, bro.
No. I went through it there. I just got to do it. There is a place. I just don't know. I can't remember exactly where it's at. We're up, yeah.
Can't talk. Can't brag.
I see the notices.
But I know yours says it gives you offset property, right?
What?
Doesn't it give you your properties that you can use to...
Fuck yeah, they did. They gave me everything. Here's information. Let me look here. Okay, maybe this will do it. Damn it, what's your 41?
8110.
Okay.
10 right.
Yeah. Here we go.
In my one up in Gilpin, I had to say why I was doing it. I had to
God, Douglas makes it so easy.
I know, that's what you had said, and it's just like, why doesn't everybody do it in Douglas?
They'd probably make it too easy. Nope, I still don't see where you do it. That's crazy, man.
I know, I had to search around for it.
Okay, here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to look at their main page. Form Center.
They wanted that here so bad. Then they wrote me a $10,000 allowance for something. I just fucking cleaned up. And so it's all over the whole. The only thing is I was speaking since a tile roof. There's not going to be enough. But Stephanie was just saying, your office called me and said they did the inspecting the other day. So we're going to her house and she wants me to go there. Her house. No, but I want you to look at...
What do you call that? You,
not just for hail, but you know how
when you fight it, what is the word for it?
Protest.
So anything that needs to be upgraded, like fencing or anything. So, because I think on that other house in Littleton, you had to do like, we had about $1,500 worth of stuff or something. Anyway.
Should have been 5.
No, but remember you put in venting?
Yeah.
They had the grills up and no venting.
Yeah. Remember I did this.
Sir.
But
Hi, Jay.
I just...
Have the rate guarantee.
I'm just...
Wait. Charge 303-867-7000. Check out their pre.
I am so disappointed on this show recommendation I got from Matt, her name.
Which one?
6 feet under.
Fucking depressing.
Well, first of all, it never took off. He says, "Oh, it's going to change your life. The best series ever in the world."
It's a good series.
I've
You
watched...
like it, Mark? What did you like about it?
I haven't watched it for 10 years.
But normally I don't think you would like it. There's no continuation of a story. It's just one death after another.
I like it.
Deal with it.
I like
and the family dynamic. Does it ever get like intriguing or mysterious?
Not that I've seen. I'm with you there. I'm up to season, like 3rd episode in season 2, and it's just, to me, it's depressing. It's depressing.
Okay, so it never took off. I mean, I don't...
Not to me.
I watched like 15 minutes of it once, and I was just like...
No, I can never... 6 feet under, I don't know what the acclaim is. I frickin' hate it.
I don't hate it.
No, I don't hate it. You're right. It's just
But
not...
it's just...
An HBO show.
It's...
An HBO series.
And the family dynamics is terrible.
Talking about an HBO series.
Yeah, but what happened here? Great.
Hi, Tom Martino, your troubleshooter, 303-713-TALK,
Someone took it.
303-713-55. Welcome
Unbelievable.
to the only show anywhere of its kind. Today is roofing day. If you want to talk about roofs, we had some hail, but I don't know if it was bad enough to do anything. I was driving, And all of a sudden, boom, 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 pop, boom, 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 pop. And I raced like hell to the hospital. And I was near the hospital and ran under to the valet. Guy says, "You want to park?" And I said, "Yeah, I do. In about, but are you going to drive out in this?" He says, "No." I said, "I'll just wait here." And then I waited under that valet cover. You know how the hospitals have an entrance that you can drive in? So there were like 6 cars up under there waiting. And then when it subsided, I said, never mind. The person died. And then I left. So
as soon as it started healing, Tom, who did you think of?
I thought of getting my car out of the hail.
You thought of Jay Bretz. That's what you thought of. You know that.
No, okay. So
Dave Petrali.
Dave Petrali Roofing. No, Excel Roofing. Hey, listen, here's the deal. Do you think the hail was bad enough to get some roof damage this time?
There's some pockets around town that received some hail damage, yeah.
You think so?
I know so.
Do you think there was still hail damage not even repaired from last time?
Of course.
Really?
Every storm, I think there's more and more people that don't do it because the deductibles are so high, and they kick that can down the road, and they say, you know what, I'm going to
come back to haunt them.
Every real estate transaction.
Every single damage claim, they subtract the previous damage claim if it hasn't been fixed.
That's right. And do you remember your lady that called like a week and a half ago over there by Parker Road that she bought the house?
By the way, this is Jay Bretz, Excel Roofing, one of our guests today. We also have Dave Petrali Roofing. Go ahead.
But remember the lady that called up and the HOA was going to hit her with $11,000 because of previous hail damage that the home inspector missed?
Yeah.
She's right. The roof had hail damage prior to her.
Did you go look?
Yes, we did. We did an inspection, and that roof has hail damage. But
here's the deal. I don't know if she can go after the old owners.
Well, that's the problem right there.
Because you buy a house basically as is. Now, they lied to you about something. I guess you can make that a point of sale. Has there been much hail in the springs, Dave?
No.
No?
We had a little bit the other day, but I don't think enough to do any damage.
You know, it's really terrible. These guys pray for hail. We pray that we don't get hail.
We just pray for certain areas. We don't have to pray for it. It's coming.
And when I was living growing up upstate New York, hail was a very rare circumstance. Rare.
It depends upon the topography.
Rare.
The mountains cause the formation of hail.
This area, you will absolutely have a hailstorm once a year, at least. At least. You'll always have some hail.
It's not only is it up and down the front range of Colorado, but it also extends up into Wyoming. Those areas there's an area, Sheridan, Wyoming is beneath the Gray Bull, or the Bighorn Mountains. Same kind of deal. Weather patterns form. And you're a pilot, Tom, you know this. The updrafts that are caused by the mountains, it causes that turbulent air, and when the cold moist meets the hot warm, it causes hail.
What about Florida? Does Florida have hail?
I think that's it. Yes, it does, and that's a different story.
Does it? It does.
That's a function of the tornadoes. It is whenever you have tornadoes, you're going to have hail.
Okay, but it's not. Where's the most hail? Colorado area.
You know, they've always called the area between Colorado, Kansas, Oklahoma, and Texas Tornado Alley. So that's
Tornado Alley.
That's the turbulent area. But yeah, Colorado. I think. What do you think, Dave? Colorado gets probably the most hail of any state in the country.
I've heard it's second in the world.
How about California and beyond?
No.
Nevada, Nebraska.
Basically, you get very little hail west of the Continental Divide. As soon as you get into even Grand Junction, but Utah, Nevada, all of those areas, there's very little hail.
So if you have any problems, give us a call. If you want to talk about hail damage, if you want to talk about car problems with hail, if you want to talk about anything to do with hail or weather, but you can also call about anything you want, like Nancy. She's got a traffic accident here that sounds tricky. Go ahead. What's going on, Nancy?
Hi, Tom. Thanks for having me.
Thank you for contacting us. And this is a prime example. If you contact us, we'll get back to you. What's going on, Nancy?
Well, last week I was on Highway 25. There was quite a traffic jam, and I was at a complete stop due to the traffic in front of me. There was a limo car driver behind me who was unable to stop in time. He slammed into my rear bumper. And he had a passenger in the car. The limo driver pulled right over. We traded registration and driver vehicle information.
Did you have a lot of damage?
Not a lot, but because of the type of car it is, The bumper can't be fixed.
What kind of car?
And it's a 2017 Lexus RCF Sport.
Okay, RCF Sport or RCX Sport. Okay, listen, I want to ask you something. Did you do any kind of report other than just exchange? What would, like, could the guy just deny it?
He could. In my ignorance, I was told that one of the people called the police, and the police told them, as long as you just exchange information, we don't need to come out.
That's true, but you have to prove it happened. So photographs or anything like that. So I guess what I'm asking, are you having trouble now?
Since the first day, the limo driver called the owner of the company right on the spot and said that he had hit me, that it was his fault. He gave me the phone to talk to the owner. The owner said, we're self-insured, and I will get you a check.
Self-insured? They're not allowed to be self-insured unless they have $250,000. They have to have a bond, I believe, of $250,000. Or now it might be more.
Never knew that.
So anyway, they might be self-insured for collision. Well, no, not for liability. To be self-insured, they have to have a ton of money as a bond. So here's what I want to know.
Yep.
Where does it stand today?
He will not. He told me to get estimates. I sent the cheapest estimate to him a week ago.
How much are your estimates?
Last Tuesday. $1,554.
You need to go to small claims court. We'll call them as well, but I don't know how to prove it happened.
I'll call this guy.
We'll call.
What's the limo company called?
What's the name of the limo company?
Alpine Transportation.
Okay, I want to say in general, okay, I don't know Alpine. In general, the limo industry seems to be run by hoodlums. That's what my mom used to call them. I love that word, hoodlums.
Them and the tow truck drivers.
Is that an old term, or thugs, or just, you know what I mean, bums? It seems to be run by a bunch of, lowlifes, limos. I went to a limo meeting one time to give a talk, and it's like, oh my God, it was a convention of who's who at this sleazy open shirt gold chain club, and it was just like really, really terrible. Okay, and their hair was shiny. I want to see what it just was. Okay, shiny hair, gold chains, open shirts. I don't know why. So hold on, Mark is going to call for you. I'm Tom Martino, and as you heard, we have Jay Bretz with us in the studio from Excel Roofing. ExcelRoofing.com. Dave Petrali, Petrali Roofing. Petrali, Petrali, PetraliRoofing.com. So, whatever you want to talk about, we're ready to talk about. Jim wants to talk about, for example, hail damage on cars. Go ahead, Jim.
I just want to say on Craigslist, you'll see that'll have a car advertisement, and it'll say Colorado car. That means hail damage.
Why do you say that?
Well, you look at the hail we get. You look in the parking lot. Look at all the dents that are in cars in Colorado.
I know.
You go someplace else, it's even like they'll put an ad on Craigslist, a light rollover. Have you ever seen a car with a light rollover?
I have no idea what that means. I'm even surprised they mention it. And I don't mind hail damage that has been repaired. I don't mind it one stinking bit. But don't make the mistake of buying cars from a dealer with hail damage. There's no mathematical advantage ever. They say, oh, huge discounts. But you don't understand. When you get that car, it is uninsurable as far as collision coverage or comprehensive coverage, because any damage you get will immediately, it'll subtract the entire value of that claim. So it's really strange and bad. So you have to get it fixed anyway. I don't know how people feel they're saving money. All right, now, we got a lot happening here. I'm Troubleshooter Tom Martino.
Insurance. Tom, 1 minute, fix it 24/7 long. Fix it long.
A couple of trouble spots getting around. Nothing
On the level driver, you forgot to say on the hairy chest sticking out with the gold chain.
Also 225 northbound, there is a crash. Also southbound Santa Fe and Florida.
I know.
It's totally true.
I agree.
The only thing you didn't say a bunch of New Yorkers.
I wanted to say skin on the dark side of white, pale white.
Sending you an outbound.
Tonight, a shower early on with a low down towards 53. Tomorrow, once again, an evening thunderstorm and a high.
But I thought that would be kind of racist in a way, but there are a lot of
Wednesday,
people
an
with
afternoon thunderstorm, but a
tan
high
kind
of
of brown
75. Right
skin.
now, it's sunny and 68. With your traffic and weather, I'm Karen.
I sent you her email, actually.
This right here, right?
Okay, guys,
Yes.
just have to do a couple spots here.
Oh, she got a license. She did good here.
I know, but
I particularly love the $39 inspections from Fix It 24/7. It's way more than a normal inspection. They go in and they clean the item like your furnace or AC and take it apart to the extent they can. They get into that condenser and the coils and they get in and clean everything and lubricate and adjust, and it's really peace of mind. Plus, you know, it's in top working order. It's something you should do. And I've done it with electrical with them, with plumbing. I got a great plumbing inspection. I also did it with, and they make minor adjustments. I did it with my HVAC and my AC, just $39 to $39 people. And here's the best thing: if there are any problems, they'll let you know, and you'll never get better value if you have them fix it. They just apply that money. 720-526-3939. 526-3939. That's 720-526-3939. FixMyHome.com.
Jeez, I can't even pronounce this guy's name. Honest to God.
Mark,
the guy at
your honey wants you.
So here's what's kind of funny about this whole thing. The passenger said she called the cops. What the hell would a passenger in limo have anything to do after an
They
accident?
want to get an injury report going.
Yeah, that's probably it. Yeah.
They want to get what? I'm
An
sorry.
injury report going.
So they can claim they have whiplash.
But then they said the cops said no, you don't just exchange information, which is incorrect.
How the fuck do you
Well, if it's
how do
over
you pronounce that
$1,000
in any fucking world? How do I say that?
Say what, Mark? Say what?
Hasabrazo.
You know that's wrong. I have no idea how to ask for this guy. I am not fucking
Just ask for
kidding
the owner.
What's the
whatsoever.
problem?
Mr. Ibrahim. Just ask for Mr. Ibrahim.
Ibrahim?
Who doesn't want to own their home faster? Can it be done without paying more?
It's crazy.
Absolutely. Here's how. Quit paying compound interest. If you borrow $400
Listen to this, Tom.
a quarter, you will pay back over $708,000. That's over
This guy.
$308,000 in compound interest. Take AIM, affordable interest mortgage. 720.
Are you talking about what I just this commercial?
Yeah.
Educational seminar at Memory Lane Museum, Tuesday,
Please
June
say that.
18th at 6:30 p.m. Join us for dinner and walk through the 50s and the 60s with cars, motorcycles,
his delivery?
diner, and
No,
more.
I just
Reserve your
like
seats
her.
at
He
AIMortgage.com
just does.
/slash
He
events.
just.
Let me show you how
What do you
simple
want?
interest will save you thousands in
He always
excess
says
interest
that.
while giving you the ability to access your equity when you need it. Take AIM, 720-895-0500, and join us for dinner Tuesday, June 18th at 6:30 p.m. at the Memory Lane.
Oh yeah, can I talk to the owner, please? Mark Major, I'm with the Tom Martino Troubleshooter Show. We've got a caller on the line right now, Nancy Duran, that's saying you guys kind of rear-ended her a while back, and she's having a heck of a time getting a check from you guys, and you're self-insured.
Rear-end collisions are the weirdest.
Yeah, but she should be able to take it to wherever she wants. She doesn't have to go to your body shop. She's telling us she sent you 3 estimates.
Pick up the phone and call Larson at 844-LARSON-TAX. We'll get you right back in your tax credits. We'll call 844-LARSON-TAX.
She was totally did the right thing. She was trying to holding her, whatever it took, because her dress ripped, but she used that against me. I know. It totally got turned around. But this girl, I'm telling you, if you want to do it, I said, you're not getting out of fucking saying that. All right.
You got the money? Got the check? Actually, it's pretty cheap, $1,500.
Teaser.
That's terrible, this woman. Oh, my God. Hi, Tom Martino. This hour brought to you by Renew Home Innovations. I love people who have specialties. These guys are the Kohler guys because they are approved, certified Kohler authorized specialists, meaning they deal with Kohler products, which are top-notch. And they emphasize the showers. You know, showers are the centerpiece of a good bathroom. They can do the entire bathroom, or they can do the shower. Now, the shower has this new stuff, Sarica, actually it's called Sarica. I call it Sarica. He said, no, it's Sarica. Sarica, this wall system is so beautiful without the expense of granite or stuff like that, but it looks just like granite or quartz or marble. These showers are luxurious. They're beautiful. But the good news, they have a good, they have a better, and they have a best. So if you're doing a fix and flip or a moderate house, or you want to do something for your dream home, you got to check them out. Anything to do with bathrooms. Renew Home Innovations. And they have walk-in tubs. If you mention Martino, you get 20% off. 303-904-2000. 904-2000. Renew Home Innovations. Now, Rock has a problem. Nancy, we're calling about the limo company that rear-ended Mark. What
already did, yeah.
All right. Did you? Okay, hold on now. That. And then we have Howard, who says he has a problem. It seems to be a car day today. So, Rock, what's happening?
Okay, a fellow by the name of Mokili.
O'Keely?
His name is Pierre Mokili Nagula.
Hold on. Pierre Mokili, what?
Nagalula.
Anyway.
Ngalula. Operates as Cadence Towing and Auto Repair.
Cadence Towing.
Right.
Okay.
Took a deposit of $750.
Well, for Rock.
To repair leaks in a DTS Cadillac 2010.
How'd you find this guy?
He'd actually done some auto repair work for me before.
Okay, so this guy called Cadence Towing did some repairs on your 2010 Caddy.
No, he didn't. He was supposed to.
And how much money did you put down?
$750.
Why would you have to put money up front for an auto repair shop?
Well, he needed some parts.
Well, then that tells you the guy's a clown.
Why would you ever pay up front?
That's what we've learned.
Well, you know what? Here's the deal. Now, I don't want to say that paying up front is always a scam or always wrong. There are ways to do it. However, in auto repair, I would say slam dunk, no matter what, never pay money up front, ever. That's what I would say, ever.
Now we're trying to get it back.
Okay, well, that's the problem. Does he have your car?
No. He took the car back.
Okay, so how long did he have your $750?
About 5 days.
It's been only 5 days?
He had it for 5 days, did nothing. The repair was supposed to be done in 2 to 3 days.
When was this, when did you get your money back? Or, excuse me, when did you get your car back?
5/26.
Oh, May 26th. And now, okay, so what does the guy say when you say you want your money back?
He kind of went radio silence. We've kind of traded some emails.
Now the kids call that, what? He's ghosting you.
Yes.
Okay. Well, I guess we should have Suzanne give a call and see if he wants to come on and talk about it. Cadence Towing and Auto Repair, of course. Got to put that in there. And I mean, if he did work for you before, what do you think's wrong? What do you think?
I think the job was too big for him.
Okay. Pierre, and just give me that last name again. Pierre what?
Pierre Mokili.
Mokili.
He goes by Mokili.
Mokili. His first name Mokili?
First name is Pierre.
Pierre Mokili. Okay, let's call Pierre Mokile at Cadence Towing and Auto Repair for Rock. Hold on. Okay, here's the deal. Never pay money up front for an auto repair, period.
Or a roof.
Okay, Jay, I love the way you do business, no money up front, but I am saying, and I want to make this clear, I don't demand that people don't take a deposit. I don't like deposits on anything. First of all, I would never give money just because I'm waiting in line. Never. Never. If they say, hey, we'll be there 3 to 4 weeks, we need a deposit.
And
now, businesses...
That's what most people do.
I know, but businesses will tell you, and it's not... And they have a point. They're going to say, if I don't take money down, I open this slot in 2 weeks, all of a sudden the guy says, oh, I hired someone else. It's like, wait a minute, that's not fair either. It isn't.
That's right. That's right. I agree with you, Tom.
I mean, I'm not saying you should take money up front, but I'm saying, the reason some of them do it. Now, Jay, have you been burned by, first of all, if you schedule someone for 3 weeks, okay, and you don't take any money, I'm not saying you should, but what happens? Have you ever been burned?
Absolutely. And what we get burned by is we go out and buy the permit right away, and then they accept a contract.
What about you buy materials?
Normally you don't, you only pay for the materials after you've had them
so when you're burned, I know you don't have any penalties and all of that, which I love.
Well, sometimes it happens.
But you take the risk.
You know how business deals go.
You're saying you take the risk.
Sometimes business deals go bad, and it happens.
Do you take a deposit?
Most always.
Okay.
Most.
Okay.
Not every time. It depends on the situation.
Okay. Now, here's the deal. I am not going to say never use a contractor, roofer, or anybody with money up front. What I say is don't pay money up front for nothing. Okay, if materials are delivered, work begins, or you have some way of protecting yourself. And I say that over and over. I would prefer no money down on anything ever. Too many businesses have gotten burned. And who am I to say, hey, you better. I don't know. It's a matter of philosophy, but I don't think there's any doubt that it's better for the consumer to have no risk.
For sure. But the two main reasons that most roofing companies ask for cash up front is, number one, to tie the deal down, and then number two, when that salesman runs into the office with that check, they're going to get a percentage of that check. If they bring in a $5,000 down payment, they're going to get paid $500 to $1,000 on the job up front. Okay. And that's the reason why so many roof salesmen pressure people to give that down payment.
Now, here's the deal. I want to know what people think. Now, Suzanne, you called Pierre. What did Pierre say?
I did. As soon as I said who I was, he hung up.
So he's a crook.
He didn't even want to hear what I was calling about.
What's his phone number? I think people, you know what, I don't often do this, but I am so sick and tired. This guy's got $750 frickin' dollars, and he doesn't want to talk. Well, too bad. What's his number? Okay, there it is. 303-990-6970. Pierre doesn't want to talk. He has $750 of this man's money for no reason whatsoever and doesn't want to talk. Now, Rock, to be fair, did he say, give me some time and I'll give your money back? Or did he say, I'll never give your money back? Or did he say, I'll try to get your money back? What did he say?
He said he would give the money back.
Okay.
On the 25th.
Of May.
Yes.
But when we went to pick up the car, he wasn't there. He just left the key, left the car sitting, and his place of business wasn't a place of business.
Wait, did he close up?
He gave a fraudulent place of business.
Wait a minute. You dropped your car off there. What do you mean he gave? Or did he come pick it up?
He took the car.
From where?
From my office.
Oh, come on, man. Rock, you kind of walked into this, man. So wait a minute. So the address he said, come get your car, where was that?
That was a parking lot. Parking lot at 262 Havana Street.
And he said that this was his business?
Yes.
God.
Now, he's listed, he's got a good LLC at 1842 South Quintero Way
1842 South Quintera?
in Aurora, yes.
And what is that?
That's where he lives. That's his house. And his business is actually listed at that address.
He probably has a good rating with the Better Business Bureau, too, knowing the way they do things. So it's Cadence Towing and Auto.
K-A-E-D-Y-N-S.
K-A-E-D?
K-A-E-D-Y-N-S.
What?
Cadence.
K-A-E-D-Y-N-S?
Yes.
That is like a foreign language. What the hell is that? I mean, I thought he meant cadence, as in beat. Cadence.
No. K-A-E-D-Y-N-S.
K-A-E-Y-D. Oh, my God. Never mind.
LLC filed 610-2018.
Towing. Okay, listen, man. I don't know. This is a great lesson for everyone who's ever thought about giving money to a you never even saw the guy's place of business. Oh my goodness gracious! How do you do that? And you give $750. How did you pay the $750? By credit card, I hope.
We gave him a check, made him sign it, and then we cashed it for him.
Well, how smart! How smart is that? You really protected yourself. You made him sign it so he could get cash. Wow. What do you mean you made him sign it? Tell me what that meant to you, that you were protected somehow.
At least we had some evidence that he got the money.
Okay, I get what you're saying. I get what you're saying.
I'm planning to go to small claims court.
Good, because what you'll do is get a judgment, and the judgment will be it'll be.
He owns a tow truck that doesn't show any UCC.
Well, surprise, surprise. The guy's a crook. Here's his number, though, 303. Blow him up. Blow this number up. $750 deposit. False place of business. Nothing but fraud spelled all over this guy. Pierre Mokili, right? Mokili. 303-990-6970. 303-990-6970. I want you to call. I want you to call. I want you to call. I want to hear it. I want to hear it busy. I want to hear it busy. 303. I hate ripoffs. 0. But I hate the ripoff, not the ripoff. I hate the sin, not the sinner, right? Okay. This guy, Mokili. Oh, it's not even... Get this, says Suzanne, and tell him we want the money back. We want the money back. He's probably not answering. Okay, here, it's ringing, Suzanne. Okay, 303-990-6970. I thought I was going to start the week out in a peaceful manner.
Tom, do you want to hear a little salt in the wound?
After this.
This report is sponsored by...
Not my first time in the studio. Guy wants cash. No, I'm not going to give you cash. I'll write you a check and then cash it.
Help you.
I'll make you get cash.
That way I approve.
And still cleaning up from an earlier crash southbound Santa Fe in Florida. No major problems or slowdowns across I-25 over and south getting through downtown or the tech center. Then for weather today, an afternoon thunderstorm in spot.
20 seconds, Art of Granite Long.
Oh, at 53. Right now, though, it's sunny and 68. With your traffic and weather, I'm Karen Johnson.
Even that address that he said, it looks like a townhome complex. There's no number to it.
No. Damn, look at this. Here, you want to see the salt?
5 seconds.
This is where he fixed it.
Oh, you didn't put his address.
Art of Granite and Mitch Floria, a winning combination. Mitch is the owner, and Mitch is open 6 days a week, closed on Sunday, but that shouldn't mean much to you. I'll tell you why. Because he'll give you a price on the phone, so you don't have to go through a long process. What you do is call him with some measurements and maybe send him some photos after you talk to him. He'll give you a price when you get the price. If you love it, and you will, because He only charges for fabrication and installation. The granite's wholesale, the marble's wholesale, the quartz is wholesale. Whatever you get is wholesale through him or from him. Artofgranite.net. He even tears out hauls away free and does the bathroom free when you do the kitchen. On Facebook, check him out. Art of Granite Golden. So it's facebook.com/Art of Granite Golden. You will love the way he does business because it's simple, straight, and honest. And he, of course, gives a 100% satisfaction guarantee. 303-386-5919.
You hear the hype over CBD oil, and you're thinking, high? Is it legal?
I can see that's a little bit of a rub.
And it's federally legal.
I wonder where, he never said where he found Pierre, did he?
He used him before is all he said.
Oh, he actually did. To do what? Wash his windshield?
I don't know.
Okay.
Give a tow truck driver cash.
Short or long?
You're
looking for an auto repair shop you can trust. You're looking for one with convenient locations. Look no further than Sheridan Auto Tech. And Kevin Calkin is the trusted owner that I jokingly refer to as Uncle Kevin because he is so big and friendly. Well, I'm sorry to say big. You know, let's say stout. Anyway, here's the bottom line. He's good at what he does. He's honest. And they have skilled, great mechanics on Colfax, just west of Wadsworth, and in Aurora on Havana, just south of 6th Avenue, 303-455-7242.
Where did he say he went and picked the car up? Did he say that?
That's where.
That's where he went and picked it up.
He picked it up then.
Ain't that a
And that's where he dropped it off?
Accounting 101. Compared to thermodynamics, physics, and calculus, I figured accounting 101 was my blowout class. After earning an F,
That's good.
I begged my
That's what drives your passion.
Oh my God! It's just wrong though that these people get away with it. You know, there should be. I wish there was like part of the police force that went out and just fucking arrested these people. Do you know that?
Charge them with fraud.
Just arrest them. Yeah.
Because if you
Why not? If you want to put a charge of fraud, right now you can charge someone with assault. Okay, if it doesn't hold, it doesn't hold, but you can. You'll get a fucking ticket for assault.
Well, what about if you go to a store and steal $750 worth of stuff?
Right.
They'll call the police, they'll arrest you, you'll go to court. But you can just do it to somebody out on the street.
You've got to be able to do a ticket or something.
Well, they say it's civil matter, right?
But why is it civil?
This is a crazy
Oh, Mark, I want to talk about
complaint. Can you check email here, Jay?
Yeah.
I don't even know what this guy's saying.
Do you have any hot buttons you want to talk about?
Tell them taking cash up front.
No. I don't want to talk about that. No, I agree with you. I think it's a two-way deal. It's
How about a quality?
I have to be able to trust them. They have to be able to trust me. And sometimes.
Well, I wouldn't. Here's the problem. Most of the people that are that ask for down payments on my referral list, I would trust them anyway. I mean, so that's just the way it is. But you can't. But for everyone just out there listening, you can't. They have to do the research that I've done.
Right. We had a lady that came in the office the other day. She wanted her money back. I was standing right there with, what's the problem? She said, and Mike was there too, and she said that the guy didn't show up for an appointment. And I said, oh, I'm sorry. What happened? But basically, she had a controversy with her husband, and she said that we wanted too much money.
Hi, Tom Martino, your troubleshooter. Okay, let's go back in time here. First of all, limo driver slams into Nancy. Nancy can't get them to answer her calls. She says she has about $1,500 worth of damage. They exchanged information, but now she's been ghosted. Okay, Mark, you talked to the limo people?
Yeah, I did. I talked to the owner over there. You know, she sent that letter or email. I'm not sure how she sent that to him, but she sent it Friday. He got it today, and he's going to have a checkout today for the $1,550. His biggest complaint is, hell, man, it's only been 2 days. It was a weekend.
Nancy. Did you hear that? He kind of has a point. You know, and I always have a theory, or philosophy, I should say, and that is there's no harm in waiting a few days. I mean, nothing, you know. But so why did you think he wasn't going to send it?
Well, I had asked him if he received the estimate all right from Master Specialist. I asked him if he received my emails with the background information that he needed. I asked him never a return call or a message.
Yeah, you know, and I guess it wouldn't be wrong to just say, "Hey, got your email.
Hey, who wrote that letter or who helped you with that? That was written very well.
Really, Mark? As far as the problem,
a very good demand.
Concise.
Letter.
Okay.
No, it's what I did for a living for many, many years.
Yeah. What did you do? What did you do, Nancy?
Well, I ended up being a commercial real estate analyst.
Well, what did you do as far as writing letters? Was it commercial real estate?
No, and at that time I worked for an entrepreneur and New York Times best-selling book author Harvey McKay.
Really? And so, hey, if you ever want to, like, what are you, retired now?
Yeah.
You ever want to waste time and do a little volunteering? We use intelligent people. Emphasis on intelligence.
Oh, thank you. I would like to think I am. It's been
we have great people that, here's what we assign cases and kind of work with them. It's fun. Hey, Suzanne, if Nancy ever wants to, like, you know, volunteer and do some community service, we would love to use her.
I'll check with her, Tom.
Yeah, that's how we've gotten some good people over the years. Now, let's, so he's going to send out the money, he says. So we'll babysit this and see what's happening. 303-713-8255. Now, the next one.
Tom, let's go back to the auto deal with Rock.
Rock, that's right. Pierre, the guy at Cadence, which is Caedyns, Cadence Towing and Repairs. His name is Pierre Macaulay, whatever.
Starts with a K.
And Macaulay, he said. Anyway, Pierre, and took a $750 deposit, and again, not to overuse this phrase, but my kids use it a lot, he ghosted him. He ghosted Rock after Rock paid him money. Now Rock can't get his money back. What were you going to say, Mark? I mean, what are you going to say, Jay?
The salt in the wound on this deal, where he had Rock go pick up the car. I Googled it, looked at the map. He had him pick up the car basically in Sheridan Autotech's parking lot.
Are you kidding?
If he had just brought the car to Sheridan Autotech, it would have been fixed. It would have been done. But it's it's right next door. 262 Havana Street is right next door to Kevin's shop over there at Sheridan Autotech.
You think he did that on purpose?
I think it was just a big coincidence myself. But I feel bad for Rock. If he just brought the vehicle over to Sheridan, it would have been fixed.
But can you? He spells it C-A. What? What do you say? No.
K-A-E.
Wait, Cadence, K-A-E? K-A-E-Y?
K-E-E-D.
K-A-E-D.
Y-N-S.
Why? This is called Don't Find Me Auto Repair. K-A-E-D-Y-N-S. My goodness gracious. Why the hell? I mean, that is like insane. That's his name, and I can't spell it with you next to me. Could you imagine looking this up? So no, okay. Yeah, Quintero Way. I found one. Cadence, K-A-E-D-Y-N-S. What are you finding out about him? It says it's Colorado. It is a business entity registered with Colorado Department of State. It says, okay, on 1842 South Quintero Way in Aurora, but nothing else about the guy. I mean, this is like weird. This guy is weird.
Google by found
this report is.
1 minute. Fuller Law short. Fuller Law short.
Man.
Google didn't even pull it up, and Google knows how to misspell everything.
There you go.
Oh my God. Google's my spell.
There's only one search phrase. Oh wait.
You found something on them?
No. Only this one listing under the government, that's it.
Right. That's all I found too.
Earlier crash southbound Santa Fe and Florida and slowing northbound I-25 starting at Alameda.
This is terrible. How do you find someone so anonymous?
20 seconds, fuller law short.
Right now it's
oh my goodness.
With your traffic and weather on Karen.
Haymakers.
6:30. Hey, how?
Right now,
why did this other guy tell me C?
Spend $250
Who is that?
No idea.
A $75 prepaid Visa card. Quality parts.
Looks like Caitlyn Jenner.
Doesn't
it? A little bit?
All right, guys. If you're injured in an automobile accident and you're not sure if you're injured, maybe you might be injured or you are injured, John Fuller will give you free legal advice. Give him a call. I'd rather you do that than call one of these schlocks that advertise, you know, like the strong head and the big ass and all of that, monster thighs. I mean, just call a real attorney, John Fuller, and get legal advice. Truly, he is well versed in the law and can help you. Seriously, remember the name John Fuller for any injury, just to find out if you have a case. 303-597-4500. 303-597-4500. PersonalInjuryCO.com. crackerjackmudjacking.com. If you don't remember anything else about it, remember that website, crackerjackmudjacking.com. Here's the bottom line. If you are facing any kind of concrete repair because of cracking or sinking or anything like that, before you have expensive structural stuff done, check with them. Free estimates. They saved me $18,000 or $12,000. 303-410-7787. 303-410-7787.
Indeed. We believe a resume is a great way to see an overview of a candidate. But you're not hiring a resume. You're hiring a person.
Now, what the hell?
Indeed offers tools that help bridge the gap between a candidate and the resume.
About this guy, we're not going to get Rock. We're not going to get Pierre. K-A-Y.
Don't spell it anymore.
K-A-E.
Y.
That's the best.
K-A. I can't fucking spell it looking at it!
K-E-E-D-Y
I thought that was just one of my problems.
apostrophe S. It's
My
apostrophe S,
dyslexia.
just to let you know.
Oh, apostrophe S. So what's his name? Pierre? No, his name is... Oh, man. This is weird. Okay.
But that address is like an apartment or townhome complex.
Say again?
His that he put on Secretary of State's like a townhome complex. It should have like a number or something.
No. What do you expect?
He is in good standing though.
With the Better Business Bureau?
No, with Secretary of State. Not good standing, but he's up to date. Oh, good
That's
standing.
good standing.
Yeah.
There's nothing wrong with that.
Nothing wrong with a good standing.
Who doesn't want to own their home faster? Can it be done without paying more money? Absolutely. Here's how.
So my guy looked at that deal.
Which deal? Oh.
My guy looked at that deal.
Which deal?
Bradford Sparks. Whether he had hail damage or not.
Oh, the one I sent you. Yeah.
My guy's been doing it for 40 years. 40 years. He's not going to tell the guy there was damage if he didn't think there was.
I don't even know who he's saying said there wasn't. It sounds like another roofing company.
Another roofing company.
Yeah, because he says an advocate.
His consumer advocate.
So it doesn't look like he ever called his insurance company, or did he?
He did.
And then what did they say?
So he called 3 roofers.
Yeah.
All 3 roofers said that there was damage.
Yeah.
So he called his adjuster, and the adjuster said no damage.
Oh,
and then another roofer said no damage.
So
we thought there was damage.
Why doesn't he just call a public adjuster then?
My guy that went out there has 40 years of experience.
In fact, that's what I'll do. I'm going to reply to him to call
You're not
Matt.
allowed to fight with the insurance company.
Yep, exactly. That's happened to me. My insurance company did mine twice said no. But I had door knocker roofers, so I couldn't really say if it was a good one.
Damn, Excel kept knocking on your door.
No, it wasn't
kept
Excel.
slamming the door on us.
I had never done a
We were
roof.
asking for cash up front.
I had never done a roof before. I was very ignorant. It's probably 6 years ago. Very ignorant. Cracker Jack, that's a good, you know what the definition of Cracker Jack is
Somebody that's on top of it.
exceptionally good.
You didn't know that?
No, I just go by the, I saw that.
He probably thought it was a racial thing. Cracker.
Who's this Jack guy? Who's this cracker named Jack?
Do you remember he said he's been sued? Cracker Jack Mudjacking got sued by Cracker Jack.
Jack said.
Did he?
Yeah, that's what he said.
But it was an unrelated business, right?
Right.
No brand confusion.
Right.
Correct.
And anytime he goes somewhere, he gives him a box of
How is
Cracker
our money collector now?
That'd be great.
Hello, I'm Tom Martino, your troubleshooter. One Clear Choice Garage Doors did a Sidewinder for me. That's a door where you put the opener on the side. Oh my goodness. It's quiet, strong, and there's nothing in the middle. I wanted something different. I didn't want anything on the ceiling. It's so cool.
How quiet is it, Tom? Can you hear it when you're inside the house?
No, you can't. But it's not as quiet as a belt drive. So you don't get it for its quietness. You get it because it's sleek looking, it's beautiful, it's strong. I just like the side mount as opposed to doing all that, the brackets and stuff on the ceiling. Anyway, One Clear Choice Doors, I just never found that this company is run like the Marine Corps. I always say there's certain things you notice about companies. These guys are just on it. Just so it's oneclearchoicedoors.com. So let's talk about roofing with Joe. He has some questions. We also have some questions about Howard. We are going to get to you, I promise. Joe, but you have some roofing questions for our experts. Go ahead. And I want to tell you guys, don't forget to slam this tow company who took $750 and never got back to the guy, 303-990-6970. I want him to know he doesn't live in an isolated world where no one hears about this, and he gets away with it. 303-990-6970. The guy's name is Pierre the ripoff. Okay, so what's going on with you, Joe?
Well, after last week's hail, I went up on my roof and I looked. I didn't really see any holes or cracked shingles, but all the granules, not all of them, but a lot of the granules had been, beat away from the shingle.
That's one of the measures.
And I'm just wondering, is that something that I should put a claim in for?
Well, you should find out first.
This is what you should do, Joe. You should this is Jay with Excel Roofing. Get up on your roof again and mark out a 10 by 10 section of roofing, 10 feet wide, 10 feet high. And if you can find 10 spots in that square area that you marked off that are about the size of a quarter, that have all of the granules missing where you can see the black underlayment of the shingle itself, you should file a claim.
Now, that's just in those areas. But listen, I would first call a reputable roofer to look at it, not somebody that knocks at the door, but someone on my referral list to look at it and say, look, yes, you do have damage or no, you don't. If you call your insurance company to come look, believe it or not, it counts against you as a rating.
I believe it.
It's a claim. It's a claim.
That's right. Even if, listen to this, if they never send someone out, but you called about it, it's counted as an inquiry for a claim, which is almost like a claim. The next worst thing is that they send someone out, even if they don't find damage. That's a claim. So you first get an expert to tell you, yeah, you should call your insurance. You really, but someone you trust. Calling your insurance company first is wrong. Now, once you get an adjuster out there to tell you what's wrong with that roof, this is my opinion now. I don't share that with the roofer. If the roofer comes and says, I'll do whatever your insurance company wants, then I'd say, then get lost. I want you to do whatever I need, not what the insurance company says. So I want them to give me a full and complete estimate and then compare it to what the adjuster says.
Okay, again, how many spots in that 10 by 10 area?
You want to find 10 spots in that 10 by 10 area. 10 hail hits per square. That should get the roof totaled.
Yeah. What if there's only one square with 10 hits?
If there's only one, say the storm came from the west direction. If the west side of the roof is totaled, but the other 3 sides are not, the insurance company may opt to pay for only one side, and that's when the debate really starts going.
What were you going to say, Dave?
I would just say I wouldn't recommend any homeowner to get on their roof. You're taking a risk by doing that.
Well, yeah, the guy said he already did.
I mean, it's individual choice, but I would never recommend it.
Yeah.
I would do, like you say, call somebody that you believe is reputable.
I just send my kids up there.
Yeah.
I was going to say, well, when Mark had ice dams on his roof, I told him he needed to get up there and shovel his roof
with roller skates,
and then clear all the ice off of it, and then have Suzanne downstairs with the video. And
so, Joe, do yourself a favor though and get that checked out for sure. Howard, I'm so sorry, Howard. What's going on with Schomp? That's a pretty good dealership usually. What's going on?
I did make a mistake in short line.
Uh-huh.
And I bought a 2017 Outback 3.6R.
At
short line on Havana.
I thought this was about Schomp.
It's a Subaru, Tom. Shortline Subaru.
I understand, but I thought he was calling about Schomp. I don't know why.
Short line is now Schomp, and he said Schomp.
Oh.
So, but it did used. Schomp bought short line out.
I didn't know that.
Yes.
Okay, go ahead. So what's going on with your 3.6R?
About 18 months after I bought it, went to get into it, and the battery was totally dead.
18 months later, did you say?
Yep. And
okay, well, that could be a number of things. It could be. Yeah.
It would not take a jump start. Trickle charger. So I towed it out.
Is it under warranty?
It was then.
Okay.
And it just happened again yesterday.
Okay, hold on. We got to investigate this. What did it turn out to be the first time? Did you ever find out?
No.
How? You did?
No, I told them that.
How did you get it started the first time?
I had it towed out there.
Okay, we need to figure this out. Hold on. I'm Tom Martino. 303-713-TALK. More coming up.
I got that other, I got to get with your guy. I'll wait till it's slow time, but I got that other circuit ran. It's all finished finally.
Let's do it before the snow flies.
Yeah, I know.
Heat wire?
Yeah, I had to run a whole new circuit, though, because the tape he wants to use, when they were on the same circuit, it would kill the breaker.
Mark, did you get the thermostatically controlled wire? It's automatic. The wire itself...
I don't know what he's putting up there. It doesn't matter, because once the winter's over, I just turn it off.
Yeah, but here's the thing. This wire is internally thermostatically controlled. It has an element in there that's not activated unless it's cold. Then it lets electricity through.
Yeah.
And when it's hot, it turns the electricity off. It's literally a thermostat.
But is that what he describing? Is that as good as the stuff you're talking about that's ultra hot?
That stuff costs $15 a foot to put on.
Yeah.
The stuff I was going to get for you is about $5 a foot.
Okay.
But you need a
$15
thermostat.
a foot or $5 a foot?
15.
Yeah, but hold on.
Yeah, but it's a lot of feet, bro.
No, I understand. But top shelf would be this stuff. You just put it on, plug it in. You never ever touch it. It just comes on.
Right now, I just hit a switch.
Don't turn it on in the season, then turn it off when the season's over. And it's called Raychem, is the company that makes it, and it looks like Romex. Do you know what Romex looks like?
Yeah, he's talking about the cheap one, right?
No, that's the expensive one. No, it's got black casing around it.
You're talking about the thermostat wire?
Yep.
Yeah, you can turn it off, Jay, but if you don't, what's the consequence?
I think it still bleeds some energy.
Maybe a little bit, but...
Yeah, okay, I know what you mean. Obviously.
But that's the commercial kind.
I mean, right now, what's the stuff that's up there currently?
Home Depot.
Okay.
Good stuff.
It's good enough for your needs.
Bro. Here's the deal, Mark. If it's cold, you turn the freaking thing on, and and you save all that money. $10 a foot. Jeez, that's a lot of money.
We're not talking about making it cold in my house, are we?
No.
It's cold enough in that.
Cold on the shingles.
No, I bet I have. Honestly, I bet I have. Oh my God.
Isn't it like 150-foot length or something?
Per.
Tommy, buy and build. He's calling in a minute.
Because it runs
So
down through the
Rams
gutters.
will adjust the log for it? I didn't
It's
realize
basically
it was on the
3.5
wall.
stories up.
So if I go-
Actually, 4 stories. You count the roof. It's 4
And then I
stories
checked
up
with Brent
to the
right
bottom.
4 stories.
It's a walkout, so it's literally
Oh.
3 stories, then plus the roof where it starts. So it is. The roof is like the 4th story, right?
That's a different way to look at it.
Well, I'm trying to think how many feet down it is.
I checked
40
with,
feet is 4 stories, Sean.
I checked with
And
Ideal
it's
for
probably
Life
even more than
on the
40
log,
feet down.
but she's not got
It is
back
more
to
than
me,
40
but I
because
want
my
you to know I
deck
tried.
on the 1st story is 17 feet.
Okay, so.
What
Anybody
did I
notice
get?
I got a haircut?
Tripod?
No, but I see it.
I ordered it, didn't come in yet. It comes
You
in
didn't
today.
notice I got a
It's a
haircut?
cool one.
It's that unnoticeable. In other words, I was getting long.
Usually
You know who got a
you're lot
haircut?
shorter.
Mike Wolf. I saw he got a
He
haircut.
did get a nice cut,
Thank
didn't
everybody.
he?
Yeah, Mike Wolf.
It's Woof. It's Mike Woof.
Not me.
He got a very nice haircut.
Not me, but Mike. Okay.
But you did too, for real?
I don't look. I was so long and sloppy. I don't look like I got a. Okay.
Did you use any color?
Yeah. If I don't, I look like a freaking Dalmatian.
Like
It's
me?
speckled. If I was like that, I'd keep it. I would. If I was all gray, I'd keep it.
I look speckled? I look speckled?
He's speckled.
I would do it like that. That's salt and pepper, but
Salt
mine
and
is
pepper.
not. Here's what I have. White,
Yeah.
white, white. It's weird.
Did your dad, well, you didn't know your dad when you were older, did you? I wonder, don't you ever wonder if he went bald or what? Just genetics.
No, he was thin. It never went completely bald.
I thought it went on your mother's side, no?
Yeah, but my
Is that-
mom's
is that-
hair was thin too.
Okay.
I don't know if I believe that shit
don't
when people
have-
go, that's
I don't
on your
think we
mother's
have
side.
healthy hair.
Or it skips a generation. Or
That's what Costanza said.
you remember that sucker that bought the Groupon for $20 for, what was it called? He's
For a
a
haircut?
sucker, by the way.
For a haircut?
No, for the DNA test, it said, where do you think you're from? Well, I think I'm from here. Congratulations, you're from there. Thanks for your $20.
You were right.
You know,
You're right.
everyone's like $150 to $200. He finds a $20 Groupon.
It's a Groupon.
And then he does the real one, and sure enough, the Groupon one was completely wrong.
Where are you? You're right there.
Dan, was it really completely a farce?
Well, yeah, they tell you where areas do you think, whatever. And so I said Europe.
We think the Western Hemisphere.
And then you had to pick another one.
I think
and I
Earth.
picked, like Philippines.
Congratulations, you're from Earth. Thanks for your 20. Do you want to be connected with other Earthlings?
Right now, we could connect you with
I couldn't believe you gave them $20 for that.
$10 billion. Well, you give it before you get it.
Congratulations. We found 7 billion relatives of yours. Where do you think you're from?
It's like a film phone. Well, why don't you just tell
Why
me?
don't you just tell us where you want us to tell us where you're from?
You guys don't watch Seinfeld.
I think I'm 30% Canadian. Oh, shit. Okay. Okay, here we go. Perfect. Now I can order this shit.
You didn't see anything in there that was easy to fill out from Arapahoe County?
Man, I looked everywhere, dude. It looks like it's a PDF that you download, fill out, and send back.
What is?
For protesting your taxes. Today's last day.
Here's how easy Douglas County was.
I know.
I go on, I put my address, I find it. There's a button that says protest, I hit it. Then there's a button that says, do you want to show comps? Do you want to see similar comps? I hit that, I pick out the comps, and then it attaches, and I hit submit. It took me 10 seconds.
Why would they make that so?
I know it.
Fuck if I know. It's so easy, it's crazy.
No, it seems like it defeats their purpose.
Yeah,
And you know where I live, the comps are, you know, I could cherry pick the comps. I'm picking the older homes.
Yeah. Oh.
I don't understand
Is your
either
home
way, mate, so.
70s or 80s?
Fuck no.
90s?
No, keep going.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
2000?
Mm-hmm.
What, 2001?
2002 they moved in, one it was built. So, like, for example, though, the women that live next to me, Shit, that house was built in the 60s, man, so I use
really?
that as a comp. Now, when I lived in my old house, it was comps. The problem with comps in a neighborhood like Highlands Ranch in a certain area, all the homes are the same. So, I mean, the sales data is very strong right now. So you better have some weird comps in order to pull anything off. Yours is going to be tough because there's models just like yours that sold.
Right.
Hello, I'm Tom Martino. Welcome to the show. This is a show about consumer stuff, but more really, if you think about it. We talk about all kinds of problems, questions, and complaints. We just help you. So before you try to figure out what we do, just know this. We help. How's that? 303-713-TALK. Hey, this hour is brought to you by Buy and Build. Buy and Build, I love. Especially now, whenever I move into a home or get a property, I talk about it a lot and tell you about all the people, and Courtney's doing some stuff for me. And one thing before, I used to have to buy the cabinets, and they were really cheap, but then I'd find somebody to install them, and I'd find somebody, actually in some cases, to assemble the cabinets, boxes, but you get the beautiful shaker lines, all kinds of cabinets. And then I found some other stuff there, countertops or whatever, but it was, I said this before, it was so cheap. I don't mean cheap in quality, I mean so inexpensive. I would use in my garage, these beautiful cabinets and granite, I swear to God, granite workshop, right? So people would come in and say, man, are you decadent? And I said, no, I'm not. This is cheaper than those companies that come out into your garage. This is cheaper than Home Depot. I'm telling you, I did it not to be decadent. I did it because it was cheaper.
I saw it. This is Jay, and I could not believe how sweet it looked.
I know.
It looks like a completely high-end kitchen.
I know.
And I was
it's
like,
in my hanger. I know.
I was like, wait, are you crazy? Why did you do this?
Exactly.
And then you explained the deal to me. I'm feeling stupid for not doing it myself.
I swear to you, Courtney did not give me special pricing on these cabinets. Now, the cabinets, all of them in this one workshop I'm doing. $2,000.
Wow.
$2,000.
Wow.
I mean, I have the invoice. And you can go in, and then, so they're moving, by the way, and today is their grand opening. So Courtney is on the line. You guys have to check this out. Now, Courtney, first of all, you have 4800 Washington Street that'll stay open for another 10 days or so, and that's to clean out, and we're talking up to what, 50, 60, 80% off?
Yeah, up to 75% off our already low prices. We're dumping everything.
Okay, now, how is the old place had electrical fixtures, you had lighting, you had plumbing, you had countertops, you had cabinets, and you had hardwood floors, and you had tile, and it was a cash and carry. How does the new place differ? Let's talk about that first.
Sure. The new place, we've kind of decided to specify on the things we do well. So we're selling cabinets, and granite are our specialty. So we sell kitchen cabinets, bathroom cabinets, granite tops, and then we're also offering sinks and faucets and like towel bars for the bathrooms. But
no more light fixtures and stuff?
Nope, no more light fixtures, no more flooring at all.
Oh, no! Okay, so do you still have flooring?
There's a place right down the street that I'm partnering with for special pricing for my customers, so they're also going to be able to send them for tile.
No, that's good. So can people still get the leftovers, or are you out of it at the old location, 4800?
No, they can still get the leftovers. Still quite a bit of tile here. We have a lot of discontinued cabinets, granite tops, sinks, faucets, lighting. Everything you can imagine still.
But the new place is going to concentrate on kitchens and baths and granite, and it's open today, right now, and you're on your new place, of course, is on La Pan.
Yes, it's 560 South La Pan. It's just south of Alameda on La Pan Street, and I painted the building bright blue and orange.
I mean, it looks like the Broncos headquarters. It really does.
It does.
No, people will find it.
Absolutely.
I should put that down in the commercial. 560 South La Pan, just west of I-25 and Alameda. You go to La Pan and then south 2 blocks and look for the big orange and blue building. I'm going to say that. Okay.
Yep.
And so are you, now I know this is crazy to say, but because the prices are so extraordinary, tell me how you work the installation and stuff. How do you charge on top, and do you give prices like on the job? Like, how do you do that?
Well, so we charge per cabinet, and it depends on the cabinet how much we charge. We do have a master price list that we can copy the customers on, but we can sit there with you, help you draw up and design your kitchen, and then give you an estimate on the installation. And then when we get out to the house, if there's, you know, a fixture, you know, an electrical fixture in the way or a vent or something, and it's going to require extra work, then at that point we can tell them, you know, this is going to be a little bit extra to cut around your vent. But for the most part, we can give you a pretty accurate estimate in-house, and it's going to be way less than anybody else installs cabinets for us.
So right now, though, they can still do cash and carry.
Yes.
And it's a little cheaper than if you had it installed, right?
Oh, it's definitely cheaper than if you had it installed, but not, the installation, most people don't enjoy doing it that much, and we have great installers, and it is a very good value. Okay, so you have cash and carry or installation available, and is that on everything, including the granite and stuff? Yes.
Okay.
Yes, it is.
So how do they find it? They go to I-25, you exit Alameda. So is it, Lipan is where from I-25, east or west?
Just west. It is the second light west, but the two lights are right on top of each other, so it's very close to I-25. It's your second left on Lipan, and then right when you turn left on Lipan heading south, you'll see the orange and blue building on your left-hand side.
Okay, so how long are you going to be open?
We're open till 5 o'clock, so 8 to 5 Monday through Friday, and then we're going to stick with Saturdays 10 to 1, so the people that work during the week can get down there and see stuff.
Okay, so the number's still the same?
The number's going to stay the same. Right now it's ringing to our old location because we don't have everything hooked up down there yet. We're sort of a soft grand opening today with a work in progress, but we are open. You can go in there and see some of the displays, and we're doing invoicing and everything down there now. And
this is the true story. Your guys right now are at my place. I mean, that's how extraordinary it is. 303-295-6022. Now you can go to the old location for extraordinary liquidation, and that's 4800 Washington Street, or the new place just west of I-25, okay, and Alameda. You take Alameda just west, okay, to Lipan, and then south 2 blocks. All right, Howard. Oh, yes, Mark.
Hey, listen, today is the last day. We're going to save a ton of people money right now. It is the last day to protest your property taxes. If you miss it today, you're cooked.
They used to let you go back in time and adjust taxes.
I don't think so.
Okay, so you're talking about the most recent tax valuations.
Yep.
Some counties make
for last year.
Yeah, some counties make it easier than others.
Oh my God, Douglas, where I live, was so simple. Even the comps you would choose and attach and hit submit.
They do it right on their own site.
Everything. Why they make it so easy is mind-blowing.
Now, Dan, you live in what county?
Arapahoe. So it's a little difficult. Then I also did Gilpin, too.
Okay, so on Arapahoe, do they have the protest button you can just press?
No.
No? No radio box to click? No?
Mark hit a bonanza.
You download a PDF, you fill it out, then you upload it to them.
You know, people might wonder, why is everyone protesting? If you do an automatic protest, you will always get a reduction first time. Maybe not much, but you'll always get something.
Almost every single time. And if there is true comps in your neighborhood of like the same model or a similar house that just sold, they have to use it.
Now, do you do yours?
Jefferson County, and I have not had much luck with the residents. The building where I'm at is in Arapahoe County, and I have a service that actually works on that every year.
And then they give you money that they save you, right? Mm-hmm. Howard, right? You take a portion, right? Yep. They take a portion. Howard, so the Schomp thing now, you said this car, this is what I'm really curious about, okay? You said that the car just would not start. It wouldn't even take a jump. What did they do to it when they took it in the first time?
I said it seems like the battery's dead.
What did they end up doing, though?
They put in a battery.
Okay, and that fixed it?
For 18 months.
First time. Okay, so the first time, new battery, and they covered that?
Yeah. They said they weren't not in the business selling batteries, and I reminded them that they...
So the second time was 18 months later, and it's doing the same exact thing.
It's sitting in the garage, dead as a doornail.
See, there's a parasitic drag, it's called, on your car. Now, here's what we have to do first. You have to determine if it's a warranty issue. Because if it's a warranty issue from back when it was under warranty and they didn't fix it right, then it would be a warranty issue now. But if it's a new problem, it's a new problem. We don't even know what it is. And they're not going to automatically cover it just because it happened.
And I bought the full extended warranty.
No, I understand. But those... Okay, they have exclusions. Batteries are normally not covered. If there's an electrical problem that existed before, okay, while it was under the warranty, was it under the original factory warranty when it happened before?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay, it'll still be under that if it's the same problem that wasn't fixed. I'm going to give you a recommendation. You may or may not like it, but I would do it no matter what, and this is what I would do. I would go to Lakewood Electrics. Bryant Grossi is the owner. Now, he patented and invented a unit that measures parasitic drag and isolates it. It isolates it. It's amazing. Well, or gives them an idea of where it is.
And depending on where you live, he has sold these units. For example, Sheridan Auto Tech bought a bunch of these.
You're right. So where are you located?
Monaco and Evans.
Okay, you know what? Monaco and Evans. I know right where that is. They're both convenient. If you go to Sheridan Auto Tech out east there, near Havana, I believe they have that. But here's what you want to do. You don't want to screw around. You're looking to see what the parasitic drag is and where it's coming from, and you need to get this done. And then if you find out it's something that should have been covered under warranty, then we'll help you with Schomp, or they'll probably take care of it. But it might be something not covered by warranty.
Could be just a weak battery.
Well, no, he has a brand new one 18 months ago.
Brand new.
Yeah. So listen, you got to do that homework first, Howard. Lakewood Auto Electric is what I would do, only because they specialize in electrics. I would call them, arrange for a tow over there, and don't we still have the guaranteed tow for $75 anywhere?
Yeah, we do. Long as it's not during a snowstorm.
Howard, $75 cast iron recovery, is it?
It is cast iron. I'll never forget that guy calling up saying, hey, in the middle of that blizzard, he wouldn't tow my vehicle for $75.
Yeah, I know. But anyway, Lakewood Auto Electrics, Brian Grossi.
Seriously, he wasn't kidding either. In the middle of the blizzard, he wanted it towed from Thornton to Littleton.
What's that?
I probably have done his roof.
Okay, I didn't hear him.
Might
hear him.
live next to his better half.
Okay, guys, I'll just be doing a spot here in a minute. Thank you.
Kareem. You're killing me not playing today.
What do you guys usually do, twice a week?
Try to do. Let's do tomorrow and Thursday.
We will. Hey, baby.
I get to protest for taxes.
If I had an easy one like you, I'd be done.
I know, it's fucked up, isn't it?
So I told you about all the people I'm using on this property I bought, and how Tracker Jack mudjacking, and I have Rhino Stucco and all these other people at my house. And here's the thing, and buy and build. Okay, I never thought I'd meet these guys, Centeno Schultz, and guess why? Because I was on my knees a lot working and lifting and twisting and turning. My knee is killing me. Turns out it's a torn meniscus. Now, here's the thing. No more for ACLs and MCLs, and that's the inside and the outside tendon, or a meniscus tears. You don't need surgery anymore. A needle instead of a knife. So now I'm going to be a patient. Centeno Schultz. AvoidSurgeryToday.com. That's my theme. AvoidSurgeryToday.com. You can sign up for their seminar, go for an evaluation. By the way, insurance covers most evaluations. 303-963-9201. 303-963-9201.
All right, this one's going to be the perfect public adjuster one. Perfect. In fact, this one could be one of our TV commercials.
Okay. Yeah, don't give it away yet.
Yeah, but the guys, I tell you what, I could see this guy here because of that. is going to say, okay.
No, this is a
I'll
perfect
use-
one, bro. It's a
I won't pay
perfect
him.
one.
I won't pay him.
I got an instant message that somebody laughed their ass off at when I said everybody's hair was shiny. Which you made exactly what I meant, right? Exactly what I meant.
But they used Head and Shoulders.
No, they use that it's not even hair gel. It's, what is it, grease? Right?
Oh, what was it?
The hair grease or something?
I know something.
What did they used to use? What was back in the day when we were kids and stuff? What was I know, but
Yes.
that's nowadays. But
Yes,
what
but
was
like
it?
with all electrics.
What they always
Okay,
say?
we've had a couple comments on your grammar, so I'll let you take that. Yeah?
My diction is perfect.
Well, it's not your grammar
No, it's his grammar.
if he's using the wrong word. That might not
He
be
does that
grammar.
a lot, though. He used to tell me I didn't use diction properly until you looked it up.
Mark
We all
will
know.
never
We
use
all know I
diction
don't know how to
properly.
I have learned to spoke lots of times.
He uses a dictionary.
That's
You
the way
can't
I-
use a dictionary
That's
properly.
exactly the way I spoke Spanish.
Mark's main problem is verb agreement. That's one. You can narrow it down to verb agreement. But if you think about it.
You think Suzanne would agree with
He
that?
doesn't use wrong words.
I bet she would say his main problem is something different.
The running strength. Hold on, let me use a
No,
verb.
no. But not, no.
See
I'm saying-
Sally run.
No, he doesn't do stupid
Bunny.
things like use a wrong word like, you know what I mean? Have you ever heard someone say like, they say something and they use the word completely. I mean, the word doesn't even mean what they say. I'm trying to think of one.
Lois
Norm
does that.
Cosby used to do a comedy routine.
I pacifically said that a few times.
Specifically, okay, that would be example. That would be an example, which he doesn't do.
I've heard that so many times in my life, though. And then,
Another thing, hold on. A saying, this isn't, we're using a wrong word. I could care less. People say that all the time, and they mean I couldn't care
I
less.
couldn't care less.
I know.
That's a good point.
Or you say, I axed them.
Axe.
I say that a lot. I axed them.
I'll be next.
I got axed. When I lived in Oklahoma, though, man, holy shit.
Totally incorrect. Is irregardless.
There's no such word.
There's no such word.
Regardless.
Regardless, yes.
Regardless. Irregardless. There's no.
Well, it's ear, regardless. As in
Oh,
my
another
ear.
one. This is another word. Another.
Another?
I don't hear that one, though.
Oh, all the time you hear
Another? Not another?
No, let me think.
Well, it's just
how
the
it's used.
another is
No,
what
no,
I'm saying,
thanks.
it's just
Wait,
short.
I got to think how it's used.
I want another one.
No, not. It's used like.
Nada.
Shit, now I can't think, but they say another. Another. It's like.
Hand me another one.
No, I'm not talking when another. It's actually used completely different than another. Yes, I got to think now.
It's my brother from another
Hi,
mother.
Tom Martino here. Welcome. Okay, Randy, I'm really anxious to hear what you say since I take such pride in my writing and my reading and my diction and my grammar. Go ahead, Randy.
Hey, man, I love you to death.
Go ahead.
However,
I love
electricity
constructive
has
criticism.
Parasitic drain, and your airplanes have parasitic drag.
Oh. So what did I say?
Parasitic drag for electricity.
Oh, really? You're okay. It is. You're right. It's a parasitic drain.
I want to go back to the tape. I think you said drain. Are you
No,
sure?
because somebody else right before him called and used the same
You're
correction.
right. You're right. Parasitic drag is for you're right. But you know what I mean, right? When a car is sitting still, that's a parasitic drain. And, of course, most cars nowadays, thank you for the correct, no, I'm serious. Most of the cars today, if you let them sit, they're using electricity over and over. You know, think about your house. Do you know all the chargers we have just in there warming up, even if they're not plugged into something? And then we have, how much parasitic drain would you say we have in a house? Oh, my goodness. Look at your meter one day. Just look at your meter when you're not home or, you know, when you leave the house. Speaking of parasitic drag in aviation, what did you have to say, Bill?
What's the deal with, it seems like where I live, all of a sudden, we're getting a lot of air traffic.
Really? What section do you live? Where?
Do you know where Crown Hill, the cemetery is, up on 26th and Wadsworth and Kipling?
26 Wadsworth, yeah. I know where that is. Now, tell me what traffic, you say small plane. What do you mean?
Small planes more than, I could hear them inside. We also have...
You mean not like jet airliners?
I think, honestly, I've seen a lot more over our place, too. I think it's the weather's turn. It's beautiful out. Everybody's out flying.
And you can hear it better, I think.
Way better.
Yeah, but I've lived here for 35 years, and it seems like it's increased. And then also...
Jay, do you know what pattern that is? Jay's an aviation buff.
I was going to ask you, Tom, do you think it's because he's underneath the Aviation Control Center's
But he always
area?
has been, and he says it's increased.
You don't think that it, I know that the DIA's been there for 20-something years now, but when it was Stapleton, I was probably more controlled airspace there. But
I don't know.
Now it's...
And then plus we got the Flight for Life. Okay, I really don't got a problem with that. They seem to go right overhead half the time.
Yeah.
But the small planes, though, it just seems like it's more than it's been.
I wonder if people have noticed it. I don't know. I've not noticed it.
Maybe they're...
One of my neighbors has, and I go outside and look, and it's usually a small plane, and we never seen...
Now, when you say small, a lot of people call, like, commuter planes small, like twin engines or little Learjets. Or are you talking about small like a Cessna?
Yeah, Cessna type, right.
Really? Okay. That's not a practice area. That's not... Now, Jeffco would be the closest Rocky Mountain...
It would be the closest, and don't you think maybe planes might use Wadsworth as a reference point and just fly up and down Wadsworth?
I don't know. Could be.
Maybe they're beefing up the chemtrails in his area.
Yeah, oh my God, if we get into that discussion. Okay, Carrie, talk about your HOA. What's happening?
Hello, how
Hey,
you doing?
what's going on with you today?
Okay, well, we have a metro district, and
Yes.
I'm not sure there's a difference.
Now, your metro district, well, what does it control, your metro district?
Like all the homeowner stuff.
Well, metro district, when you say district, sometimes, is it a taxing district, first of all?
Yes.
Okay, and do they provide sewer and water or not?
No.
Is it for recreation, parks and stuff?
Well, we have like parks in our division, and then we've got like green spaces.
What's the name of your metro district?
I may have to put on a bulletproof vest if I have to tell you.
No. I just need to know the name of the metro district.
It's Timnath Metro District.
It's
Timnath. Timnath. It's a little east of Fort Collins.
Okay. So what do you need to know about?
Okay. Well, my question is when does it become harassment? Well, let me give you just a
Okay,
quick
give me an example.
Okay. Well, we had some plywood. Okay. We live on the green belt, so it's called a district fence, and you can kind of see into our yard. But we had some plywood on the side of our house, which we were going to dump, but we haven't been able to get to it yet.
I got it.
And then our dog jumps the fence because it's a 5-foot fence, but in areas of our yard it goes down to like 4 feet.
Okay, so you have plywood in the yard. Does this have anything to do with the dog jumping the fence, or are you just lining up what you did?
I'm lining up.
Okay, go ahead.
Okay, so then, so we put a little wire fence, like the little square ones, not thick or anything.
I got you.
About 10 inches on the district fence around our yard so the dog wouldn't jump out, because we've got to complain some neighbors. We've got the police called us.
I get you. Yeah.
Okay, so we get a letter, of course. He gives us approximately 3 to 4 days to get this all fixed.
So, Carrie, I have to ask, did you get a letter from the district, or did you get a letter from the HOA?
The Metro District.
Okay, got you.
Which is basically the HOA.
Well, yeah, some of them kind of seem like it. For example, does the Metro District, the Timnath Metro District, control colors of the house?
Yes, they control everything. I live in...
Okay. They did it a different way. By the way, Metro Districts afford way more protection than HOAs, and they're way more powerful. It actually is a smart way of doing things. So what is the problem now? They gave you a few days to get this. And by the way, you were wrong in doing the fence on the district fence with the wire without permission. Okay.
Yes. But we replied to it and asked them, what do you suggest that we do?
Well, they don't have to suggest anything.
What are we going to do? I've tried everything with my dog.
Well, but they don't have to. In other words, if you're saying this, if you're saying, look, if I don't put up a fence, my dog's going to keep jumping, I have no choice, then you have to get rid of the dog. What I'm getting at is this. It's not the Metro District's job to make your life easier and figure out your problem.
How about
really
one of those
isn't.
invisible fences? Those work very well.
They really do. That's a great idea.
Invisible fences, what's that?
An invisible fence is a wire that you bury. And you just bury it like an inch or two or however much you want, and it emits a radio signal, an RF signal. Your dog wears a collar, and when it approaches the field, you can set the field from 5 to 10 feet. When it approaches the field, it gives them a minor little twitch like a shock and a sound. And then what they do is once they get trained, you take the shock out and just the sound deters them. Or you don't take the shock out. You just set the shock for like 2 feet and the sound for like 10 feet. And what it does is conditions your dog. And I have never seen a dog where it doesn't bother them.
Okay.
It's a wonderful solution. So you asked the Metro District, what are you supposed to do? Here's what I'm going to tell you. Do an invisible fence. But, Carrie, here's what I sense in your voice. And trust me, I understand the frustration. But I sense you saying, hey, if you don't let me do this, what am I supposed to do? Well, tough. They don't have to tell you that. They can tell you just get it down and do it now. And they don't have to come up with a solution. That's the point I'm making.
But, I mean, a little conversation back and forth. They send it right to their lawyer.
Listen, Carrie, I understand. But there are so many residents. A little conversation would be nice, but they don't do it. Neither do HOAs.
No, they don't.
I don't
how do
think.
we get rid of these people? I am so upset because.
You know, some people, Carrie, specifically look for areas that are not covenant controlled or are not HOA controlled. Now, I love covenants and I love HOAs, but I don't love crazy HOAs and crazy covenants. This doesn't sound crazy to me. They're asking you to take the wire down.
But they're crazy because.
Because why?
Okay, let me tell you this one.
Listen, is it unreasonable to ask you to take the wire down?
I think it is.
All right, hold on one sec, because I want you to have time. We have to take this break. 303, I want to tell everyone, 303-713-TALK. You'll get right through. Now, my guarantee is to take your call in 5 minutes, or you call us on it, not including breaks. If I don't take your call, you're welcome to come in and we'll buy you lunch. Seriously. 303-713-8255. You can get right through if you have a problem, question, complaint, or comment, and then we'll take the rest of Carrie's story. But bottom line here is, I don't think that that's unreasonable.
This is a kind I get.
I missed everything.
This one, you set up these, like every 10 feet.
Oh, really?
That's the wire. It's done. So, when Bella, you met Bella, when she was little, we set up the electric fence for the first time, and she walked up to that fence, and she jumped the son of a bitch. You could tell she got shocked, but it's not a 6 foot, it's one of these. So I grabbed her. I was so mad, I couldn't believe it. The other dog, forget about it, man. So I grabbed her, and I gave her what I referred to as a short tour. I grabbed her by that collar in a leash, and I drug her around within 1 foot of that, consistently shocking the shit out of her.
It didn't shock you?
Finished. Didn't shock me at all.
Oh, okay.
Finished and done. Not one time did she ever jump it again.
I put some of this.
I wonder why I didn't show
Then I grabbed my neighbor Archie, and I drug his ass around. Tom, you're up.
Damn, Archie.
FlexTheDentOfColorado.com will get you repairs. No one will ever know you needed them or you had them. They don't report to Carfax. They don't report anywhere, of course, unless you wanted to. And they're top rated on my referral list at referrallist.com. I've been endorsing them for 5 years. We have glowing reviews, and listen to this, 0 complaints. FlexTheDentOfColorado.com. 303-619-6273, 619-6273.
This one's pretty good. Half acre.
Well, that's pretty. $300. But like I say,
this one's completely wireless. It works in a circle. This actually does everything. That's incredible.
What are the flags for?
This one.
What are the flags for then?
Just so you don't, so you know where it is, visual.
No, it teaches the dog. When the dog sees the flags.
Oh, okay.
Oh, these are pretty
At
small
first, that's
flags.
right.
I mean, that
I
might
love
be.
this thing.
That might be.
Okay, guys. You know those window wells around our house? They have escape windows for the basement. Well, guess what? They get old and crappy over years. DenverEgressWindow.com. DenverEgressWindow.com. The Sennett family owns this company. They can rebuild them to make them look beautiful, or they can put in brand new ones where you don't have any. They're for safety, and they make them beautiful and durable as well. That's DenverEgressWindow.com. 720-626-4221.
Are you taking drugs such as over-the-counter non-steroidal medication, acetaminophen, or opioids that never seem to fix your problem? Downtown's Healthcare has helped thousands of people.
Yeah, it took Archie like
several weekends.
The problem with the wired ones, I learned though, is like if your dog does jump,
yeah, he's not going to come back.
he ain't coming back. He's like, I ain't going back there.
Fool me once, shame on
you. Fool me twice, shame on me.
I'm staying out.
Mark, do you use invisible fence?
I did at our old house.
But why don't you do it now?
I had a real fence.
No, this is a beautiful.
Well, no, because I also want to keep the turkeys and the deer and shit. I try to keep out as much as possible, although I learned that doesn't work.
Why don't you do the invisible fence for your dogs is what I'm saying.
Yeah.
There's why. I'm all fenced in. Why?
Well, they take
right
off
now?
Yeah.
Where your dogs can't get out?
Yeah, I put a full fence in when we moved in.
What kind of fence?
The white vinyl with.
I haven't seen that.
Yeah, my whole house.
Well, then how they just got out and
Wait a
ran
minute.
4 miles
Wait a
away.
minute.
It's because we're building
Mark,
the
I'm
garage.
trying to think how far out is it. I don't know why I didn't see it. That's.
Yeah, our whole backyard's fenced.
Oh, okay.
It's 5 acres.
Okay, it's behind the house.
Yeah. The whole back. As soon as you walk down our driveway, you see the white fence, though.
So big.
But you also have to do. So the beagle doesn't get out in between. You got to do the fencing. You know what I mean?
Oh, that's what I meant.
It's really like buying 2
What's that
fences.
lady's
I know.
name? I missed that. Carrie, that's her prom. Carrie.
I'll tell you this, though. I'll always get vinyl. I have no idea why
Oh,
no one
never,
won't get
ever,
vinyl.
ever would I have anything else.
It's 3 years old
I
now.
did
It
my
looks
entire-
every time it rains, it looks
In
brand new.
Franktown, I had that vinyl
Everywhere.
for my horses all over.
And they don't try to trample it. They don't
It
know.
was beautiful.
We've had a couple deers try to jump, and we had one piece broke in 3 years. And you can tell the deer
When I
just
think
didn't
all
know.
this shit I
Just
did over the
misjudged it.
Vinyl on, I don't
I'll
understand.
bet you Archie
Spraying on
can
the
climb
dirt.
right over it.
No, it's a vinyl fence.
Oh, yeah.
It looks like
Mark, I did the iPads with all my shit.
it's PVC, basically.
And
It's not
Apple
even
has
PVC.
Apple
it's
has what's called Home.
Apple Home, like Google Home. Don't you like Google better?
I use Google. I use Apple. I can say I have everything. Hey Google, 78 degrees bathroom or basement or whatever my floor's named. I have everything on iPads for my house now. But it's nothing like the Littleton because that was pre-wired. This one's all wireless new shit. You never have to wire basically.
I like Alexa. I'm just used to it. You know what it is?
I like Google. I really do. Only because Google is so ubiquitous and so is Amazon, but not like Google. Google makes other shit.
I got my parents the big Google.
Oh wait,
big
the
screen.
Amazon has the dot though. That's cool.
So you don't think you have to go to the secure room for sex?
I'm Tom Martino talking to Carrie about a Metro District.
Listen, you can talk about anything. All you have to do is call and you get right through. 303-713-TALK. 303-713-8255. So Carrie, we have way more time now. So she's in Timnath, Colorado, up north here. And she basically, now by the way, you talked about your dog jumping the fence. So you installed a wire on the fence. And that wire goes around the district fence near your yard, and they said, get it down and take it down. And you're kind of upset. I don't know why. I really don't know why. And by the way, just remember, though, the invisible fence, that's a brand name, and I think there are other ones that compete with it, but they are wonderful. I've not seen a version that's not.
There's even ones now that are completely wireless. They cost more, but completely
now
wireless.
What do you mean completely wireless?
They're
Mark?
completely wireless. You actually set the head unit, you plug it in.
Oh, you don't even have to have wire
you don't
perimeter?
Run the wire, that's right.
You just run relays, kind of?
And if she's a tree hugger or whatever, you can get ones that squirt water. I don't think they work nearly as well instead of the electric shock. But they learn so quick.
Oh, they learn, and the shock is not really a shock as much as it twitches. It really doesn't hurt. I even tried it. So listen, anyway, let's get back to why. I just don't understand why you're so upset. I guess because there was a demand letter.
Okay, because this isn't the first time. We've tried to participate in the meetings that they have.
What does that mean, tried to participate?
Okay, well, because they have the meetings at 9 or 10 o'clock in the morning on a weekday when nobody else, everybody works that can't come. We asked them, can you please make it in the evening at 6 o'clock, something around there? They told us no. We had one guy, we all got all together as a neighborhood, and he was standing up for basically all of us at this meeting talking about our concerns in the neighborhood, and they called his employer.
Oh, come on. What do you mean they called his employer and said what?
Uh-huh, and threatened him.
Wait.
Yes.
Carrie, just hold on. Carrie, hold on. What did he...
You don't know how upset
Carrie,
I am about this whole
I know.
thing because we can't move. I'm a grandmother raising my grandkids.
Okay, but Carrie, one thing at a time. I understand this is emotional. One thing at a time. This one neighbor that stood up at the meeting, what did he stand up about? What was he saying?
Okay, we wanted to be more involved in, like, some of the watering issues, like the garden.
Okay, so what did he say that was offensive?
We don't know because he's a police officer, this
okay,
man.
So Carrie, what I don't understand is who called his employer?
The board.
What,
let me tell you, the board.
But what would they say? They call the employer and say, your employee, your police officer was here and he was speaking at our meeting? That's what they said?
He wouldn't elaborate.
Carrie, this doesn't make sense to me. Come on.
Okay, let me tell you, this board runs Timnath. They're a whole family on the board. There is no neighbors on the board. Yes, they live in the neighborhood. Their whole family, they are the developers of this neighborhood, are all on the board.
Bake them some cookies. You got to get through to these people.
Yeah, well, they're pissed at me because I have them out. I'm tired. He told me, and the property guy who does, like, surveys everything, he told me he can go and look in anybody's backyard anytime he wants.
It sounds like you shouldn't be living there.
I shouldn't be living there, but my daughter, I have a 6-year-old daughter.
I think that listen. You're making way too much of this, Carrie. Just take.
She's emotionally attached to this letter. This is a little overboard.
I'll tell you why. Because sometimes. Sometimes.
You investigate that. You investigate it because you know what? After that guy, after our meeting at the board, you know they shut that guy down, and he did not respond to any more meetings for us to get together or anything.
Carrie, Carrie, I think, listen, you're first of all, you're talking way too emotionally about this. I understand when you get a letter, and it's an official-looking letter from a law firm, and the district says you must remove this fence within 2 days or blah, blah. I know. It does tend to rile you, and you start thinking, like, well, wow, they went to an attorney, and they did this, and they did that. And then you add it up to a few other things. Carrie, there is no answer to your problem. Really. You have to take down the fence.
Yeah.
And then you have to take down the wire. I mean, there's no answer. I mean, I just find it hard to believe that this guy stood up at the meeting and they called his employer. I mean, in fact, I don't believe it, Carrie, okay? I don't. I think people have a tendency to lie and exaggerate. Not maybe you, but this guy who says, yeah, after I talked at the meeting, they called my boss. I just think when it comes to emotion and when it comes to trying to get people on your side, people have a tendency just flat out lie or exaggerate. I've seen it too much. So I'm not going to do anything. There's nothing I can do. Gary, you have a comment on the
Good morning, Tom. It's Gary.
Yes, Gary. Hi, Gary. So listen, where are you listening from?
Las Vegas, Nevada, Tom.
Cool. Because you instant messaged me. And so what do you think is what do you think is, that guy said he sees more small planes up in the, what would it be, northwest Denver?
Yeah, it's the north side of Denver.
North side.
The general aviation traffic's what he's talking about.
What do you think, Gary?
Tom, I have the Dun 2 RNAV arrival into Rocky Mountain Metro in front of me. It looks like it was...
Okay, so that's a point. So arrival point. But why would small planes be flying over there more frequently?
They track out west to a waypoint called XMAC, and then they head directly north XU, and that looks like it's long...
But why would it be more so than it used to be, or are they new?
I believe it's new. It looks like it was in 2018.
Oh, okay. So there are new arrival patterns.
Yeah, the FAA is going to the RNAV GPS approaches and departures. Yeah.
Okay. Thank you, Gary. So there are brand new waypoints that were established in 2018. For those listening, waypoints and what he was talking about, intersections, are just reference points. You know, instead of saying, you know, fly over the big store, the big building to the right, they have really just waypoints in the sky.
Well, and you know what, Tom? He said they're flying over Crown Hill Cemetery, which is a big cemetery, so maybe the FAA figured, okay, we'll route the planes over the cemetery. But also in the center of Crown Hill, in the middle of the cemetery, there's a large granite building that's easily identified from the air. So I bet that's why they've made that their waypoint.
Anyway, it's an interesting story how those waypoints started. It's a little trivia. It's kind of fun. We'll talk about it.
This report is sponsored by Wyndham Hotel.
He was a really old guy, and he said,
Why did you study aviation? Were you going to be a pilot?
I was working out at Stapleton for the city and county of Denver. And I was going to Metro at the time, and I needed to pick a degree, so I picked aviation.
Okay. Aviation management?
Yeah. One of the teachers said, we had this old boy, and he made the best maps of anybody. He could draw them. Old Jeff was the best.
I'm going to tell you how it's amazing. His fucking story is so amazing.
Did you know that the original Stapleton control tower, you know where I'm talking about? It's still up till this day. Didn't have any stairs going up to it.
Oh, bullshit.
Oh, wait, no, I fucked it up. Damn it. Didn't have any elevators.
I'd gone up there before.
You know what? We gave him so much shit for that. Okay, guys. Wouldn't you like to have a nanny? This is when you eat, this is when you sleep, do this, do that, let me take care of this, let me take care of that. That's what Alaramus is for your car. Alaramus Pro Auto Care, your car nanny. Here's what I mean. Once you're in the system, he keeps track of your car for you and sends you reminders. I love it. I really do. And here's another thing. In between every repair, not only do you get a guarantee, you get free roadside assistance. You're in the Pro Auto family. Let them be your car nanny. 303-PRO-AUTO. 303ProAuto.com.
New Shell V-Power Nitro Plus Premium Gasoline is engineered with 4 levels of defense against gunk, wear, corrosion.
When am I supposed to pee with all of these?
Remember I was showing you those Harbor Freight chainsaws and shit? Or maybe I was showing...
Or you was talking about it.
None of them came with batteries. That's why they were so cheap.
That's okay.
I got some.
The batteries cost more than the unit.
And what did you expect from Harbor Freight?
I love Harbor Freight.
All those chainsaws...
IconEyeCare.com. You know, you hear me talk about the clear lens exchange, where you can see perfectly with brand new lenses. But let me talk about LASIK. They do hundreds of thousands of procedures, and there's nothing wrong with LASIK. You may just need a slight adjustment. You're young enough. You're going to be a long time before you have any really eye problems with cataracts. So a slight, low-cost LASIK. They're the ones that started with the $400 an eye. These guys are the best. 866-GOT-ICON. That's IconEyeCare.com.
So
Harbor Freight is great for disposable.
How much time now?
Oh, some things are just cheap.
They're not necessarily all bad. And here's another thing. When they say lifetime warranty, okay, and I'm thinking, okay, This is bullshit. I swear to God, Jay, you bring anything that you bought to them that is broken or not working, and they don't even.
If it has that lifetime warranty, or if you pay for their extended.
Mark, most of the stuff there.
Those tools have a lifetime warranty, like Craftsman?
Yeah, they started that.
Some of them.
But okay, except they're really, really, really cheap. But even their cheap ones, you'd be surprised. You take them back
for a home user, they're pretty good.
They're really,
and those toolboxes, I think, are really good.
They really are. And I bought frickin' floor jacks and shit that there's no getting around it. You buy them for $19 and you pay like $150 somewhere else. The same shit.
Even if they break, you can have 5 of them.
I love Harbor Freight.
Buy 2, what? So when the first one breaks, you have the second.
But you're right, Jay. There are some things I wouldn't do. Like,
I buy shit like zip ties and bungee cords. That shit's dirt cheap.
Mark, you know the guy who called who wouldn't give us the RLM's name but had to complain on one of our RLMs, and you deleted the email and then said resend it to me and I'll call. And remember we were sitting on Friday? I said.
Bottom line.
Anyway, he calls back and says Mark or Tom never called me back. I said it was a little odd you didn't want to give a name or anything, but I know Mark will call.
Oh yeah, what was I going to do?
So he says it's an attorney in private practice, but he says until he tells you the story, he will not give up the name. But he's very nice. So I re-emailed you his phone number.
All right, I'll call.
Okay.
I don't. Here's how it first started. I don't want to tell you my name or my number. I don't want to tell you who the referral list member is or what they do. Yeah. But I want to talk to you about it.
You know what, Tom? It's probably Dan's list.
Yep.
They probably got it screwed up with Dan's list.
Dan's got the side list. Hey, you just got rejected from Martino. They're still open.
Dan's list where we insist you give a down payment.
So my neighbor in Winter Park, he said that his dad loved going to the flea markets. He'd go to the flea markets and buy every Craftsman tool he could.
Oh, yeah.
That was broken.
Or rusty.
He would go turn it in and get brand new Craftsman tools.
That's back when Sears was the best.
Oh, yeah, not for
he said his dad, when they had to clear out the stuff, he had just like wooden crates full of brand new crescent wrenches.
So that was kind of his, he collected them basically.
Yeah, he had like hundreds of thousands of dollars.
Think about it. What's he do?
Didn't they sell it to Lowe's?
Yeah, they sold the name.
To Lowe's?
Something like that.
No, it's a bunch. Well, like say...
They sold it to a group, and now they sell it everywhere.
Yeah, Ace Hardware.
But is it still the lifetime thing?
I think it still is the lifetime guarantee.
I couldn't tell you. I don't know.
They're every bit as good as Snap-on, in my opinion.
What do they sell?
Oh, I don't think that, but they're fucking great.
Kidding. You don't watch Seinfeld, do you?
What
do they sell at those flea markets?
And I have
fleas
for my serious shit. But there's one other maker that I have.
You really think they sell fleas, don't you,
Snap-on. Think Matco, right? Matco. I have Matco, Snap-on, and Craftsman for my serious shit. And then I have Harbor Freight for everything else. I love Harbor Freight.
It's a toy store in there, man.
And I bought my drill press there. You buy shit there.
They had a Whisper Quiet generator on sale. Whisper Quiet generator. I think I paid $450. It was $800. I still haven't opened it though. I just bought it because it was so cheap.
Hi, Tom Martino, and we have time for your calls at 303-713-8255. Okay, some questions on roofing. So, guys, stone roofs.
Stone-coated steel.
Okay, but they're talking about stone. What natural stone roofs are there for them to select? They want to go to stone. Can they upgrade? First of all, that's a question I have. Can you upgrade from a regular roof to stone?
If you have enough...
You can do the stone look, I know, but what about real stone?
Tile?
Okay, when we talk stone, we have slate, we have tile, we have all kind. Tell us what we have.
The only natural stone would be slate. Okay. Slate is extremely expensive.
People use it anymore?
Back east, it's way more popular than Colorado. And every now and then, you can get it shipped in, but you have to make sure that your house is engineered strong enough to handle it, because it's heavy stuff. But I tell you what, it's the closest thing you can probably get to something that's hail-proof.
Real slate.
Real slate, because you can get different thicknesses of it. If you get 3/4 inch real slate, I don't think you could get up there with a hammer and it would be tough to break it.
Okay, so
how about like a synthetic? Isn't there a synthetic mission?
Okay, let's talk about that. Yep. What would be a synthetic stone roof that looks like tile? You're talking it's all concrete nowadays, right?
Not all concrete. There is.
Do you still have ceramic?
The
tile?
Manufacturers would cringe when I say this, but they have plastic type. They're composite roofs, and they mimic. They mimic slate. They mimic shake. and these products also, but they're very expensive.
So yeah, but what about concrete? Is concrete the main ingredient for the rolled tiles now and the tile roofs? Is it?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, concrete tile is extremely popular.
Is concrete a good roof?
Yes, it is. The manufacturers will tell you that it lasts 50 years, but take that one with a grain of salt, because if there's a problem with a concrete tile roof, the manufacturer may replace the concrete tiles themselves. On a typical concrete tile roof is about $25,000.
But within concrete, you have all kinds of concrete.
You do, but check this out, Tom. If you have a manufacturer's defect on a $25,000 tile roof, they'll replace the concrete tile, and that value might be $5,000. You're still going to have to pay the other $20 grand in order to replace the roof.
What other 20 grand?
Because if the value of the roof is $25,000 and you have a manufacturer's defect with the concrete tile, the manufacturer's only going to pay to replace the tile, because that's their specific guarantee.
Okay,
not the labor, not the tear-off.
So most of the cost of a concrete roof is not the concrete.
That's correct.
Okay, now that makes sense. So we have slate, we have concrete of all shapes and sizes, and then we have composites.
Yep.
I love composites because they can look like, but they don't have concrete. They don't have composites that look like stone, do they? Like really good stone, like flat tile roofs?
Yes, they do. They have them that look like shake, but not like the thick concrete tile that you're thinking about.
Okay, so it's either concrete or composite.
When I go to HOA meetings and different things, I like to say there's no perfect roof. And so the composites, they're very good. They're extremely hail resistant, but the problem with those is they're very slippery. So if you put one of these composites on a roof and you get a big snow load, it can slide down and be very dangerous.
They're different shapes and sizes, though, right? All the composites are different shapes and textures and sizes.
Yeah, I'm not sure what you mean by that.
Slippery.
Where
What do you mean
they're
by
slippery?
They're slippery.
On a composite?
Not an asphalt roof, but the plastic composite ones are very slippery, and if they're on a steep roof, and that roof...
Okay, can you get one? Can you get composite to look like slate?
Absolutely, yeah. There's a manufacturer called Da Vinci. They're the most popular. They put out a very good product, and they look almost they look exactly
so we have
like
slate, we have concrete, we have composites, and then is asphalt considered a composite?
Yes, it is. That's a name that they use for it.
Yes, but asphalt itself, what is it? Is it the granules or the tile underneath? What is it? What is it actually? What is it made of?
Asphalt and granules and fiberglass matting.
Okay, and that makes up the asphalt, which is technically considered a composite.
Yeah, and what they do, Tom, is they take a sheet of fiberglass, they saturate it with asphalt, and then they put granules on both the backside and the top side. And so it's a composite of these different materials.
If someone has asphalt right now and they have hail damage and they want to go to like that Da Vinci product, the composite Da Vinci that looks like shake, what would the difference be in pricing for, I mean, seriously, is it $1,000 more or what?
Quite a bit.
It's going to be more.
Like double?
A typical...
Could be.
It's going to be more than double. It could be closer to triple. An average adjustment for an asphalt roof is somewhere around $350 a square. That composite that you're talking about, that could be $900 a square to tear off the old roof and put on.
So that's why most people never upgrade, is because it just costs so much, honestly.
It costs way too much is what it is. There is a new product on the market. After we come back from the break, we'll talk about it. This thing has a hail warranty.
Oh, he's doing a tease. Doing a tease. All right, everybody hang tight. We're going to be back in a second. 303-MARTINO. Don't forget, help@troubleshooter.com.
If you've been hurt in an automobile accident,
you can tell when he's got a piss. He's like a kid.
He starts pulling on.
It's a plastic shingle.
Google it. Can you imagine if you're in LA? Everybody in LA with the traffic.
You guys don't do Fort Collins, do you?
We don't.
I always, every single time I get someone asking that.
Have you seen that project going into Broadmoor?
Yeah.
Oh my God.
I don't.
They're re-roofing the Broadmoor. I bet that thing.
Fortune.
I have no idea how much it is.
Did you bid on it?
Hell no. I wish we could have. We didn't. But who knows where that thing goes for?
How do they keep the slate up there?
A slate roof?
Yeah. Is it like a glue that holds it down?
No, you have to. So the slate, it comes in all sorts of different thicknesses and colors. They have fading and non-fading. The non-fading is more expensive. And if you want it pre-drilled, it's more expensive.
Oh, so there are actually drilled holes.
We're talking real slate quarries, and they're mining that crap. And then also they wire it up. And then also when you do a slate roof, you're supposed to do all copper flashings, because that slate roof is supposed to last 75 to 100 years.
I've seen some slate roofs here in town that are broken, all over the place. But I imagine that you're saying
extremely difficult to
replace. Yeah, same color and everything.
Oh, almost impossible. But it depends upon the thickness. I mean, the thicker it is, the more strong it's going to be, of course.
All those houses around the Broadmoor, a lot of them were concrete tile.
Yeah.
A lot of them were broken.
Oh, yeah.
So,
yeah, concrete tile gets destroyed by hail if the hail's big enough.
I don't think it's a better roof.
I like the looks of that fake synthetic shit. Love it.
Which fake synthetic?
The ones that look like the old shake.
The one that somebody
they look like natural. Yep, they look like that, but they're tough as nails.
Are they plastic?
What kind?
The shake looking synthetic, or the synthetic looking shake.
That's Da Vinci.
I love it.
They make a cedar shake look like.
That's what I'm going to want as soon as the hailstorm hits my house.
Yeah, it's really expensive.
Is it plastic?
It's plastic and it's slippery to walk on, and also.
But it's tough as nails, right?
It's pretty damn tough.
Okay.
But the problem is, any plastic you put in the sun is gonna fade.
Yeah.
Basically, any product we put in the sun is gonna fade.
Well, nice part is I'm in the woods.
We've seen more fading problems with plastics over the years.
Do they warranty that?
No. The Da Vinci seems to be holding up pretty good.
Yeah, but it hasn't been out long enough to know 30 years from now.
It's correct. It's been on the market, I think, for 5 or 8 years, something like that. It seems to be pretty good.
I don't like it because you walk on it and you walk on it in the wrong spot, you're going to bend it.
No, you're talking about stone-coated steel.
Yeah, but a lot of homeowners are never going to be.
No, but they have to send somebody up there on the roof to do a plumbing.
Oh, I see what you're saying.
Da Vinci won't bend. Huh? Da Vinci won't bend. It's rigid plastic.
You're talking the metal.
The metal.
Yeah, stone-coated steel, for sure.
Is that way tougher than a Class 4 asphalt? The stone-coated, the steel?
Yes.
It seems like it would dent.
It will.
It does.
So the stone-coated steel guys, they'll say, we're going to guarantee this roof will never leak because of hail. Well, what are the chances you're going to get hail big enough to penetrate the steel to cause a leak?
Never, but it'll bend the
it'll bend the crap out of it.
It'll pit it.
And then a lot of insurance companies will have an appearance waiver. They'll say we're not going to total this roof just because it's dented because of the appearance.
Yeah.
And so if you have a stone-coated steel roof and the hail's big enough and it pops a bunch of spots of the asphalt off, they'll give you a 5-gallon container of the granules and tell you to go up there with a putty knife and put silicone on that bare spot and then pack granules in. It looks polka dot. And you can, like if you're looking at the roof from the windows above, you can see every single one of those packed spots.
They'll do that with insurance companies will do that too with metal roof. They will have you sign an insurance waiver that is just
it's an appearance waiver.
Appearance, yeah. So you can have dents all over it, and they're not going to pay for it.
I wonder how my steel building roof will hold up to hail.
It'll get beat to crap, but you care.
I would only have it redone in a claim if I was having the whole house redone.
So where the seams are in the metal, if the hail is so big it causes those seams to get blasted apart and then it starts leaking, then of course you want it fixed.
Yeah, but generally it's just going to get dented. I'd never even see the roof.
Yeah, so who cares?
I wouldn't care unless I was putting in a claim in for everything else.
Is that metal roof screwed on through the top?
Honestly, I don't know how it fixes.
Can you see the sides?
It's not up yet. It's literally sitting in my driveway.
Who are you going to have erected?
Western Building.
Oh, I know what I was thinking about that word. They say a whole nother one. A
Whole
whole nother
nother.
group. A whole nother. Haven't you heard a whole nother instead of another whole?
Are you sure that's not a word?
It is now because of usage.
No, I mean, but honestly a word.
No, it is, but it's not real. It's like ain't.
Another.
It's like ain't. Ain't is now a word.
Not standard spelling of another. Another.
And it's like ain't. A whole nother, and I'm thinking.
I wonder if axe is actually a word in that.
I bet it is.
Whether you owe $10,000, $50,000,
That's, no, I think that's...
No, like an ask a question,
I know
never.
Ron and Jack personally. I know their team of experts, and I have seen how they help people just like you. Larson helps stop demand letters, wage garnishments, and they prevent property seizures. Call Larson Tax Relief.
Here's new words according to Webster.
Larson Tax. Larson will get you the best possible resolution.
Bingeable.
Be treated with dignity
Yep.
and respect.
Bingeable.
844 Larson.
Predictive.
If you owe back
So,
taxes
you know what,
or you've
Dan?
been slapped with an audit,
This,
let
honest to
Larson
God,
Tax Relief deal with those
Matt went so far as to say 6 feet under that series will change my life.
I didn't hear him say change the life, but he
No,
said,
he
it was,
said that.
He said it was his best series he's ever seen.
And
I agree.
I think it's one of the worst.
I just think it's very depressing, like a lot of
I'm
them.
not going to.
But hey, you guys said irregardless is wrong. Irregardless is a word. It says right here. I got looking at it.
They've added it. You know what's a new word? A recognized word? Airplane mode.
Airplane mode?
Airplane mode. It's a recognized phrase by Webster.
Whether it's estrogen, testosterone, they also do.
You were going to be a pilot?
Biohacking? I was, but I got my, I soloed and I flew for a couple hours and then I ran out of money. Now that I have money, I'm afraid of crashing the plane.
Do you know how you can tell in the first 5 minutes if a guy's a pilot? He'll tell you.
They do a great job. They also have Botox.
Here's a new one. Fave.
Fave.
Fave. That's my fave.
361-2302. 720-361-2302. Or how about
Irregardless.
the hormone
Yeah, but it says irregardless. It's
What about walk?
Non-standard.
You will love the experience. They have instant
I
blood
think
tests and
irregardless
all of the
because, again, of the usage.
You're right. That's what it just got thrown into the...
We understand that when it comes to hiring, it's important.
Did your kids say this one, Tom? Gucci gang?
But sometimes too many good options.
Gucci gang?
No,
what is that?
Gucci gang? It's slang for like having lots of bling, lots of money, Gucci stuff.
Lots of bling. There's one, bling. That's a new word.
Bling.
Well, within I guess maybe 20 years ago, when bling became
What do they call tchotchkes?
Here's a new one that's recognized.
Yeah. I wonder if that's become a word.
What is tchotchke?
Shit all over.
Like little pens and flashlights with your logo on them. Swag bags.
That stands for something. By
Yes.
the way.
What was it?
Oh, we looked it up.
Something everybody gets or something. Something we all get.
Something we all get.
That's what it is.
Swag.
Swag.
They put hangry into Webster.
Hangry?
Hangry?
Half angry, half happy?
Oh, really?
You're hangry?
When you're hungry, you get angry. Hangry?
Hi, Tom Martino here. Get your calls in at 303-713-TALK, 303-713-8255. We solve problems.
We answer questions. We take complaints. Today we're talking roofing. If you have any questions, we've had plenty by email. We have from Colorado Springs, Petrali Roofing, Dave Petrali. And it's Petrali, P-E-T-R-A-L-I, PetraliRoofing.com. We have Jay Bretz for Denver, the Front Range, and it's Excel as in excellent, ExcelRoofing.com. Welcoming you guys, and we'll talk about roofing. We're talking about types of roofing, but let me review what we have here, because we have some people you got to watch out for. First and foremost, you got to watch out for this clown, Pierre Mokili, and he is with a company called Cadence, and why you would pick a Kaedyn''S. Why you would even have a company named that, Cadence. Anyway, this Cadence Towing and Auto Repair, he basically stole $750 in a deposit from this guy and won't give it back and won't do the work. 303-990 is his number, 303-990-6970. He's a sleaze bucket. We have to try to find a photo for the sleaze brigade. If not, we'll still put him up there. But if anybody's called him and got through, it would be nice to know. 303-990-6970 is his number. And he hung up on us. We tried to talk to him, and he wouldn't say a word. That's 303-990-6970, 303-990-6970. If you're listening by podcast, call him. If you're listening live, if you're listening on a delay, if you're whatever, call them. the guy sucks. We're live on YouTube and live on Facebook. We try to put scammers out of business, or at least let them know this is not isolated. You're not going to hide from it. Let me give you that number one more time. 303-990-6970. Maybe even if we make him change his number. I'm telling you that this guy took $750. Now, Howard, he's wondering why his battery's going dead. He has a parasitic drain. Probably. We sent him to look for that. And there was one other bad. Mark talked to him and said, they're not that bad yet. Let's talk to him. They're keeping his, what was it? Limo.
Yeah,
the limo company rear-ended
She wrote
her.
him on Friday.
Yeah, she wrote him a letter. She gave him the estimate on Friday, and they said, we'll get back to her. This is Alpine Limo. All right, so let's keep going, Michael. What's going on? Or, I'm sorry, Jacob. Michael next. Jacob, what's happening? Jacob.
Yeah, my name is Jacob Irvin. I have certificates from Kroger years ago, but I had them put away and stored some kind of way, and I forgot them. I'm 73 years old. I found them just the other day. And
are they actual stocks, original stocks?
Yes, I bought. Yes, they are.
Are they still good, Mark? They are, right?
Boy, I'd think so.
I mean,
well,
it's a bearer certificate, so they can't reissue it.
Even if they sell it to someone, it's my money.
I said they can't reissue it if it's a stock. If it's a share of stock, it's a share of stock. What, Suzanne?
I think he told me that there was a certificate that got sent to the wrong address. Is that right?
Yes, ma'am. That's what happened.
Wait a minute. I thought you said you had the certificates.
I have them right now in front of me.
Where'd you get them?
And they were mine. I got them. I work for Kroger. I retired.
I understand, but which certificates were sent to the wrong address if you are already holding the certificates?
They sent the money.
Oh.
They sent my money.
Well, wait. Did you sell them?
No, my shares was diversified years ago. I never changed that.
Jacob, what money did they send to another address?
2472.85.
Okay, 24 what?
$2,472.
Okay, what was this money from? Where did the money come from?
It was from when I bought shares from King Kroger when it was $16 a share.
Okay, I'm confused. You're telling me you have. Here's where I'm confused. You're telling me you have the original stock certificates, but in the same breath, you're telling me you sold them.
No, I didn't say that. I said Kroger sold it to someone else. I've never asked for that because it was diversified, so I never asked for anything for it until I found my certificates just here the other day.
Okay, so when you found those certificates, how did you find out money was sent to another address?
Because I called Merrill Lynch and I called Kroger.
And they said that those...
And Kroger said, Mr. Irvin, we sent that out in 2004.
Okay.
And we sent it to this address. They gave me the address.
Okay, but when they said we sent that out in 2004, again, I must ask you, Jacob, if you have the original stock certificates, they cannot send out money for those certificates until the certificates are surrendered. So how did they send money on certificates that you still retain?
Was it a dividend?
I'm not sure. That's why I called to get help.
Okay.
Because I have them in front of me, certificates, and I have.
How many do you have?
I have 2 in front of me.
Okay, they're only going to be worth a few bucks each.
Well, they got how much they're worth. One was in 2000 and 2003. It was worth $1,851.
What one of them was, or what? One of them was, or two of them?
No, one of them was. I have two here.
Okay, if you have two, whatever they're worth today is what you get for those two. I have no idea why they would send money on a certificate that you're retaining. They can't do that. They are
That's why I need help.
Yeah, they are bearer certificates. So when you call them, they say, "Oh, we already sold them," or "We already bought them back." If they bought them, why do you have them?
They said that they sent the money out.
But they don't. Okay. They
I don't know, Tom. I don't know, Tom.
Okay, I know.
I have the certificates in front of me.
But let's put it this way. Let's put it this way.
Mr. Urban,
If they sent money out, I don't know what it was for, but if they sent money that was meant for you, and they did it in 2004, there is absolutely nothing you can do about it after 15 years. Absolutely nothing.
Did you ever tell them they were lost back then?
No, I never. When I got them, I wasn't that.
It sounds like they were like reported lost. Or
here's the deal. Here's the deal. You're not dumb. Here's the deal. If you left King Soopers and you have two certificates with you, what is the stock worth right now, Mark? King
like
Soopers.
$22-23.
Okay, so they're worth $44.
No, I bet you the certificates there's so many shares in that certificate.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it could be 100 lots.
Can you send us a copy of those certificates?
They might have been reissued, though.
I have no idea. I have no idea what he's talking about, because usually they're bearer certificates if you have them. And so if he was sent money on them, I don't know what the hell happened. But hold on. Joan, do you have a comment on this? Go ahead.
Yes, if it's an original stock certificate, whether the company is still in business or not, they could have a collector's value just to the stock certificate itself.
Okay, I didn't understand that. That's good. But Kroger's still in business. What I don't understand is why they said they sent money out on those. I have no idea what they meant. But
I think they were somehow reported lost, then reissued. And then he found them years later, but they already paid someone on those certificate numbers.
But okay.
Yeah, they didn't give anything to me. They got around here employee saving, and then they got rollover.
Jacob, let's just get down to the heart of the problem. Now, as far as those certificates, I don't know what they're worth, and I don't know. They'd have a tough time refusing to pay whatever they're worth. Okay, but at no time was a Kroger stock worth $1,800 for one. Never. Okay? At no time.
Well, I don't know what you're saying, but I got a right in front of me current investment value.
Where did you find it?
The ending balance.
Where did you find that?
You mean where did I find my certificate?
No. Where did you find current investment value?
I'm looking at it right here on the paper.
On what? On your certificate. And that's current as to what date?
Okay, this was current as of 3/31/2003.
Okay, 3/31.
The other one.
03.
The other one is 4/01/2003, which it doubled. And 2 months, almost 2.5 months, it doubled.
Okay. Whatever you're talking about, they're not stocks, okay? Because stocks were never worth that, okay? I don't know what to tell you, but let's just get to the heart of the matter.
Never worth that.
Well, we're gonna examine what you have. You have to take a picture of them and send them to us or something. We have to look at them. But I will tell you.
Can I bring it down to Channel 9 and let them bring the copies to Channel 9 and leave it?
Well, no, we're not at Channel 9, but Suzanne will tell you where to get them. But hold on. There's one other thing I need to tell you. So you know this, whatever money they sent out years ago, whatever money, it's done. You can't get that back because it's beyond all statutes of limitations. There is like...
But it wasn't sent to me.
It doesn't matter, Jacob. It doesn't matter. There's something...
My money.
Jacob, there's something called a statute of limitations. What that means is that if you if something is done wrong, no matter what it is, there's a certain length of time for which a person can do something about it. 15 years is beyond anyone I know. Yes.
Tom, what about like the Colorado State payback? Could it possibly be there if he didn't cash it or something?
He could go to the great... Get his name off the air and we'll do it. His full name and address and his birth date. Jacob, listen. I understand what you're saying. If somebody said, well, we paid that to this guy who said he was you, and we did it 20 years ago, you really don't have a lot of recourse. I mean, I don't know how to say it, but there are statutes of limitations, meaning that you're limited to what you can, how far back in time you can go.
But how can they send my money to somebody else and I don't have no recall?
It doesn't matter now. It's too... Okay. Jacob, unless there is some kind of what's called tolling delay, and I don't even want to get into that. That means the statute didn't start tolling until a certain time. But here's another thing I want to ask. What address did they send it to? Do you recognize the address?
No.
In any way?
No, I don't.
All right. Give us... You've got to take pictures of what you have, and then we have to check the Great Colorado Payback. Suzanne, instruct him how to get a photo of those certificates to us.
You know, that's a hell of a good point, because if they mailed a check out made out to him to the wrong address, that thing could have got thrown away and ultimately did end up in an Ischutes fund.
I mean, it very well could be. I'll bet you some, because they want to set money to let someone ask for it.
And the certificate, the reason it's so high is it's got like 100 lot on there.
Right. Or
his math makes sense.
Or whatever.
In 03, it was worth about $9 or $10, so it has doubled.
But if he has certificates, they can't call unless they. There's no. I've never heard of a lost certificate you get paid.
I've had one reissued.
You could reissue.
Yeah. You got to pay money for it.
Then someone did that to him.
Yeah, they make sure they never cashed out on it.
Right.
They make sure it was issued to you somehow.
Yes. But it costs.
It's not like you can just
several
call
$100s to get them reissued.
Well, you're the same one that paid $20 to find out you're from where you said you're from.
Remember this website, fixmyhome.com, and find out about excellent service in plumbing, heating, cooling, electric, and drains. Fixmyhome.com. They're the $39 people. I like that. For $39, they'll come and find any problem in your home, whether it's plumbing, heating, cooling, electric, or drains. And if they take all day, it doesn't matter, it's just $39. Then they give you a complete comprehensive report, and if you have the work done, they even credit you the $39. It's a no-lose situation. You either get comfort knowing exactly what's wrong, or you get it fixed. $39 is all you risk, and really there's no risk because they guarantee to find it. That's fixmyhome.com. I know these guys, they've been at my house several times, and you can trust them, not only to do great work, but to have your best interest at heart with great value. 720-526-3939.
You get up first thing, spelled cigarette.
No, I had a stock certificate that I lost, had it reissued, it cost me $300 or $400, and then I found it. They don't issue certificates anymore. So like that lady was
what
right.
What do they do? Just like electronic certificates?
Yes. So now they are. It's a rarity. I mean, certificates, you ever see them? It's a work of art.
Do they keep your name and address and all your info?
They keep your name and they got a number on them. You know. Like,
yeah, they trace back to the issuer.
Yeah.
So almost like a cashier's check.
IdealHomeLoans.com. Listen to this. You get a quick close, and you get a guaranteed savings of money with your free second look. Let me explain what that means. You should go to them for your ideal home loan because they have so many programs for you, that they have the interest rate guarantee, they have the quick close, they have the credit optimization, which helps you get better pricing for tweaking your credit legally and quickly, and they have pick your own term. But here's the other deal. They will look at any loan package you have in process right now. If you have an application with another company and you just want to take a look, do you know you're not obligated until you close? They'll look at your package and guarantee to save you money. Or, guess what? They tell you you have a great deal. There's nothing to risk on the largest financial transaction ever. Let Ideal take a look at the loan package you have And if it's great, they'll tell you. Otherwise, they guarantee to save you money. They're putting their money where their mouth is. 303-867-7000. IdealHomeLoans.com.
I'll bet you he had a relative who knew he had those, and they called him up and had it sent out. Seriously, I'll bet you that. Because all you got to do, you got to have your name and what you had. And
just make a request for a check, and when they got the check,
they probably request for a check or another certificate, replacement certificate.
But a replacement certificate would have the original guy's name on it, wouldn't it?
They don't have any name on it.
Oh.
But they trace it back.
They know who it was issued to. Your name's not on it. You know what I'm saying?
So anybody can.
But the number on it.
No, not anybody. Well, you got to prove
How do you think somebody would have done that?
Relative, like he said, ex-wife, relative.
I'll bet you that's what happened.
He doesn't recognize the address.
Somebody off of Dan's list.
Hey, Dan's.
This is new to me. When did Dan's list come about?
Oh, it's big. You want to get it? Better get on it quick.
I feel like I might be missing the boat.
I think you might be.
No.
Comes with a free membership to sleazbrigade.com.
You're too good for Dan's list.
No, man. Better check it out. Want to just make sure. Hate to get bypassed.
But like, say certificates like they are works of art.
So Henry was in a bike race 10 days ago, and he crashed and landed on his head, and it knocked him out.
Oh my God!
That's serious shit, man.
Yeah.
Did he get examined
Concussed?
fully?
Oh yeah, they brought him down and brought him to the hospital.
Is he okay now?
He is.
Wow.
Hi, Tom Martino here. Welcome to the show. Frank Duran, the real estate man.com. The best of the best of the best. Whether you're buying or selling real estate, his team will take it. And he has a team. There are four other people that do a splendid job. And what he'll do is he will babysit every single transaction. He'll look over everyone. He does all the negotiations personally and the listings. But he has a team of support. That's why we call it the A-team. Frank Duran, therealestateman.com. You will never find better. 303-920-1622. All right. We're confused about this guy that had the stock certificates on King Soopers or Kroger. If you know anything about this, give us a call. These certificates are obviously certificates representing multiple stocks, but how he got paid on them without surrendering the certificates, someone would have had to call and say, hey, we lost them. Can you send us money or whatever? We're looking into it. Suzanne, is he going to, send us pictures? I'd love to get those.
Yeah, Tom, he needed a friend to help him. He's either going to text or email them to me.
Cool, thank you. Now, Michael, what's going on with you, Michael?
Hi, I'm the guy with Liberty Mutual.
Yes, and what's going on with Liberty Mutual?
Well, you're hopefully following that up, I think.
Okay.
I talked to you last week.
Okay, well, I need to just refresh me, and I will say, no. As far as that one, I know you're calling about something different, but I want to make sure with that other one we didn't drop the ball. What was the problem with it?
Them telling me which company to use after a
That's
fire.
right. You said that the restoration company was directed by them, and our guys at Compass, did you call them?
I called the guy that comes out and gets 10%.
Okay, good. Did you call Matt? Did Matt come out yet?
Nope, I think I've got him scheduled this afternoon.
Okay, please tell him what happened, too, with them recommending this company.
They might have recommended it, but I guarantee they didn't tell him he had to use it.
According to Michael, he said he was forced to, but I doubt it. What are you calling about now, Michael?
A local union here in town, Sheet Metal Workers, number 9.
Yes, what about it?
I joined them right after I got out of high school, and they paid me good for about 15 years, and currently I'm trying to get my pension and everything.
Okay, so you were part of this union, and you paid into a pension fund?
Correct. Or, the union took so much money and...
No, I understand. Right. That's so every job they took a portion. How much do you think you contributed?
Well, I have no idea, but, I was there for 15 years.
Okay. You were 15 years a sheet metal worker. And what were the terms of your pension? Do you have any paperwork on it?
I could get any of it through the union,
Well, so they do acknowledge that you have a pension.
Correct. They're
All right.
located on right close to the mousetrap.
Okay. And so what's the issue right now?
I've called them and I followed everything they told me to do.
What did they tell you to do?
Well, fill out the, paperwork and have myself and my wife signature and notarized.
And then what? What did they say would happen?
I submitted it in person, and the secretary said, you didn't do it at the right time. They found some way to tell me I didn't do it right.
All right, but are they saying you'll never get your money, or you have to redo it?
I have to redo it as per their,
Well, what's wrong with that?
I've done that once, and their secretary or whatever she is said I didn't do it in the right amount of time.
I understand that. So what is she saying that means? That you didn't do it in the right amount of time, meaning you're never going to get it, or you can resubmit it?
I can resubmit it.
Okay, now we're in a loop here. Okay, so resubmit it, right?
I've done that. How many times do I have to resubmit?
How many times have you resubmitted?
I believe it's 2 or 3.
And she just keeps telling you to resubmit it. You didn't do it in time. What is the deadline?
As far as, if I applied for disability, I had to do it within 90 days.
Okay. That's
a guess,
Are you doing the disability portion?
Yeah, I got SSDI in 2005.
But Michael, I got it. Now, here's what I want to... That's very unusual, by the way, that you got SSDI the first try. So, you're no stranger to the process. This pension from the union, you're telling me that it has a disability portion, and you and are they saying you are no longer eligible
for the disability? That's correct.
Ever? What about the regular pension? How old do you have to be to collect that?
65, but you can collect anytime early.
Just take. You can collect early. You just take less.
Correct.
Okay. And so what are you trying to collect on now? The disability portion or the regular one?
Either or. Money I can get.
You're just trying to get anything from them, and they're saying you can't.
You got it.
Are they saying you forever lost your money?
No, they haven't.
What are they saying, Michael?
Basically, like I said, I fell out of their, window or whatever. I only got so much time to do it and fill their paperwork out.
I understand, Michael. And God dang it, I don't want to ask this again. Does that mean, are they saying you will never get your money?
They have never told me that.
Okay, so you can resubmit it, but then you're not outside the window if they let you resubmit it.
Correct.
So resubmit it, but you're saying you did it 3 times. Michael, here's the thing. Based on this Liberty Mutual thing and the way that you interpreted that, I think you need someone to help you, okay? So listen, here's what Dan, here's... Or Daphne, here's what we need. A simple question to them. What is the procedure for someone to get their pension, and why is this man having such a difficult time? It's the very simple question. What is the name of the pension? Who is it through?
So over the international, that's over the union.
Oh, who's the carrier?
That I can't answer. I don't know.
Okay, you know what? We're not going to go chasing tails. You give us as much paperwork as you can on this pension, and we will help you, okay? Are you even sure you have a pension, Michael?
Oh, yeah.
Why? Tell me why you're sure.
Because of recent, trying to get it from them.
That's not, no. So far, all they've done is rejected you. That's not proof. What proof do you have that you have paid in to a pension? Have you ever gotten an annual statement?
Oh, yeah, and then I get the statement of how much money I have in my pension.
But I asked you, and you said you didn't know.
Oh, they send me that quarterly, I believe it is.
How much do you have?
If I was to apply for pension right now,
Yeah.
I would get roughly $400 a month.
Okay. Would you please give us your latest statement, okay? Suzanne, tell them how to get us that statement. I don't mind helping people, but sometimes I find it so difficult to just get the basic information. Dennis, what's going on? Oh, I got to take this quick break. Dennis is next. If anyone else has a problem, question, complaint. Plus, we have our roofers here today. 303-713-TALK.
This is Denver's Talk Station.
That's what I call it. It's dentistry.
Here's another thing. Those Kroger certificates. Kroger pays a dividend. They would be sending a dividend check every quarter to whoever held the certificate.
So he should have been getting.
Wait, you should have been getting dividend
Stocks
checks.
are falling.
They're always falling.
Why? Why do they always fall?
They're always falling. I think Facebook had a shitty day or something.
Facebook's afraid of being sued for antitrust and being
That's
broken
right.
up, and so they're hiring a whole bunch of antitrust lawyers.
Amazon is
Wait a
being
minute,
sued for
why?
antitrust.
But why?
Facebook too?
Amazon is an aggregator. How could they be antitrust, for God's sake?
But what Amazon's deal is if you've got a hot product on there and you're selling the crap out of it, Amazon will copy your product and put it on there cheaper than what you're doing.
Well, now that sucks.
It's for sure that they're doing it, and so that's what their whole antitrust.
I buy a lot of those. They call them Amazon Basics.
Yep, Amazon Basics.
So they copy your fucking product.
And they've got all your numbers.
Well, it's not copying your
Tom, they got
exact
all
product.
your numbers. Yeah, they do copy your exact product.
No. I mean,
Yeah,
like,
they
let's say it's a
yeah.
laptop bag. They'll create a laptop bag that's very similar.
Well, okay.
Yeah.
That sucks.
Yeah, they take
You
your
went
name
through all
off
the
of it and put
works
Amazon.
and the problems.
And they change the name of it.
Yeah, you went through all the works and products and problems.
You did.
You give it to them to sell, and they say, fuck this, and they put the Amazon name on it.
Yeah, that's why they're
That's what they're
saying
doing.
antitrust.
Good.
Yep.
I think that's more like restraint, not restraint, but a malicious.
1 minute, Centeno long. 1 minute.
That's almost malicious
This report is
interference.
sponsored by Napa Auto
It's almost
Parts.
malicious interference. It really is.
Yeah, but he had to give away half his thing to his ex-wife.
Yeah, he's got to make up
He's
for a
gotta make up
shitload of
some
money.
cash.
He's not going to be sympathetic to that one.
I think this guy, I think he lacks intelligence.
Oh, that, he wants to buy.
You don't say.
He wants to buy a new head of hair too.
I think he's slow. I gotta be nicer to him.
Who, Bezos?
Centeno long.
53 right now. It is sunny and 80. With your traffic and weather, I'm Karen Johnson, 630 K-How.
Right now at Napa
I want to talk to this guy
When
with
you
the
spend
stock certificates. This
$250
is
on
interesting.
Napa
I will
you can
bet
get a
you,
$75
because he should have been getting
Visa
dividend
card.
checks.
Quality parts installed by pros. That's
I don't know
Napa
anything
Now.
about that. I
Participating
mean,
Napa
so if you've got
Auto
old
Care
certificates, they're
centers.
supposed to be
Offer
sending you
ends
money.
June 30th.
No, if it pays a dividend. Every stock doesn't pay a
Let's
dividend.
talk about stem cell therapy for avoiding surgery. I am living proof. I'm going to do it. Why? Because I need help with my knee. Okay, I wake up with a knee pain. I know I've been screwing around with it, and I have a tear in my meniscus here. And you know what? They don't recommend surgery anymore for all of this stuff because they can cure you with a needle instead of a knife. Centeno Schultz, I am putting my money where my mouth is. Do you know that the evaluation is covered by most insurance? All right, so you get that evaluation. Now, the stem cell itself is not, but there are parts of it that are, and they can help you. They're the stem cell experts. Now, if stem cell therapy is not indicated, they can do other therapies. They also have PRP and other therapies. That's why I love going to MDs, real doctors with real living stem cell therapy, and not chiropractors with some quack fluid. Okay? Centeno Schultz, the real deal. And what I'm doing is this: avoidsurgerytoday.com, 303-963-9201.
There's nothing like meeting face to face.
Yeah, this Michael guy, if he's getting quarterly statements, he's got to apply for it.
Yeah, it's
I-
probably some complicated process. I bet you have to have so many years.
Well, he
You
had
have to be
15 years,
certain-
but they're sending statements.
So you have to be a certain age or something before you can start dipping out of the
And usually 65 is to get the maximum, and then
Okay.
Maybe you have to have already applied for SSI.
66 and a half.
Zoom.com today.
Colorado Tinnitus and Hearing Center. You know, someone listening to my show might say, is this Martino full of it? How can he possibly use all of these sponsors? I'm serious. I use Colorado Tinnitus and Hearing Center. I told you I'm going to use Centeno Schultz. Jay Bretz has done my roofs. I mean it. I don't just advertise for these people. I use these people. Colorado Tinnitus and Hearing Center, Dr. Patty, Dr. Lisa, and now Dr. Dagmar, they're wonderful women who have put together a beautiful practice battling tinnitus. They have permanent treatment and they have other treatments for hearing loss. You need to go see them. They're at the tip of the research, so you get the latest in technology. Helpforringing.com. Remember, both tinnitus and hearing loss, one or both, 303-534-0163. Conveniently located on Clarkson and Hamden in the Urgent Care Building, Colorado Tinnitus on the second floor. 303-534-0163.
Who doesn't want to own their home faster? Can it be done without paying more money? Absolutely. Here's how. Quit paying compound interest. If you borrow $400,000 at 4.25%, you will pay back over $708,000. That's over $308,000 in compound interest. Take AIM.
That
yes,
Kurt just listens to the market and copies what he hears.
I think he copies what's working.
At 6:30 p.m. Join us for dinner and a walk through the.
So I love this Google Photos thing. It tells you what you were doing a year ago today.
Oh yeah, Facebook does that shit.
A year ago today, we were downhill mountain biking in Hong Kong.
Oh wow.
Oh wow. Holy
Hey,
cow.
so what was the prognosis of your kid? He's fine, just a slight concussion?
That's a serious thing.
That one's not serious. Look at that real quick. The way they build buildings in Hong Kong, they use bamboo scaffolding.
Jeez.
Look at that. Look how high that thing is.
What do you mean to get up there?
Bamboo. The whole freaking thing.
But the
They
building
make the
itself-
building out of
No,
bamboo.
no, all the scaffolding. to build the
Listen,
building.
man, I got to ask you about your son.
That's bamboo. It's his third concussion. It's
No way, third.
Simply Floors Inc.
.com, simplyfloorsinc.com. You will not find better service for better prices ever anywhere. Or better floor coverings. They have all the latest. Simplyfloorsinc.com. 52nd award. Yes, they've come to my home. You know, simplyfloorsinc.com. People listen to my show might say, I'm calling BS. And you good, do it. I'll prove it. Everything I'm saying. Okay, so Dennis, let's talk. And we have time for more calls at 303-713-TALK. You can get right through. What's going on, Dennis?
Okay, so my question is, I was just wondering, what do you think in my situation would be better, a will or a trust?
Tell me what's going on.
Okay, so I'm not married, I have no kids, and everything I have is paid for.
Single,
So-
no kids. How old are you?
No kids. 62.
Okay.
And what I want to do is I want to put two of my nieces in charge of everything, and then I want it to be distributed among 5 of them once it's all gone and over.
How much? Okay, go ahead. 2 nieces will distribute to a total of 5.
Yes, and I want everything I own, I just want to turn into liquid, and then all I want them to do is dispose everything of liquid. I don't want assets to go to any certain individual.
Yeah, but when you die, you want them to sell the assets. You're not going to will or deed anything to them. Why?
I feel there's nothing they really need or want.
I get you.
If somebody wanted something special and they came to me on the side and said that,
You're going
I
to
would
instruct. You're going to instruct that that all of this, all of your stuff, your assets and cash be distributed evenly. I get it. So now, hold on. What I need to ask a few questions, okay? You have a total of 5. If you took all of your assets, your home, your cars, your art, your tools, whatever you have, and you put real values on them, and you subtracted all of the debt, like mortgages and that, what would the outcome be? Would you have a positive number?
Oh, yeah. I have about 650 right now positive.
About 650,000?
650, Yeah, 650,000.
Okay. Now, Dennis, have you ever considered your new best friend Tom? I'm just kidding. How old are you? How old are you, Dennis?
63.
Okay. Now listen. It's a very easy way to do that. You wanted to know a trust or a will. You could do either. Okay. In your case, okay, a trust would be, here's what happens. With a trust, you deed everything over to the trust. All of your bank accounts and your real estate is in the name of the trust. So really, upon death, there is no change. Everything stays with the trust. But the trustee of the trust now takes over. So it doesn't go into probate because the trust is the person. And that trust person doesn't die. That trust person carries through. And then the trustee does whatever the instructions say to do. So if it says to liquidate and distribute, that's what they do. So
and I could have two people being on that trustee.
That's
right?
exactly right. Now, however, to avoid a deadlock, there's got to be something in case they both vehemently disagree. So that's the way a trust works. And remember, this is not legal advice. This is logistical advice.
Right.
Okay.
So I'm going to see Carolyn Duncan on the 12th, and I already talked to David
Salisbury. Salisbury.
Yeah, I already talked to him last week. But I do have an appointment with Carolyn.
Whatever you want to do, it's up to you. Now listen, here's the other thing. A will would say this. A will would simply say what happens to your property, and your property then gets divided up, but your titles change in the will, in probate. So really, either or. Now, I would say you do the simplest because, and your attorneys will tell you this, trusts are usually for people that have a lot of assets and they don't want creditors or people getting a hold of them, or they don't want people seeing stuff. So they want to keep it very private, and it's a pass-through.
Or people getting certain things at certain milestones, like when their kids turn 30, compared to getting a heap of money at 22.
There are different instructions. A will is much simpler. All you do is list whatever, and you say at the time of death, blah, blah, blah. So really, either one. You probably don't need a trust, is what I'm saying. $650 is a lot of money, but you don't have a lot of people breathing down your neck or creditors or lawsuits. But it's really up to you, Dennis, when it comes to that. And really, and avoiding probate in your case, people put too much emphasis on probate. Probate is only difficult if it is difficult by the heirs. If it's made.
What is probate actually? Is that somewhere?
Probate is nothing more than a court. It's a hearing. It's a court procedure, and it simply transfers property. That's the only reason for probate. It transfers deeded property and titled property, cars and real estate, anything that has a deed, anything that has a title. You don't need probate if you do that through a trust, and you don't need it if you do it through a beneficiary deed, and you don't need it if you do it through certain things. But the reason people want to avoid probate is for other reasons. There's no reason for you to avoid probate because yours would be a very simple probate. People make too much out of avoiding probate. You always hear them say, oh my God, I want to avoid probate, because it's a little more complicated in complicated estates. For a small probate like yours would be, it's not complicated. And no matter what, the heirs are going to want to hire an attorney. You can even designate the attorney they hire if they are alive, and you can designate someone if they're not alive. So you can go down the line and have some attorneys already pre-named and other things.
I'd have your nieces or nephews, whoever you're leaving everything to, let's say there's 5 of them, I'd have them pay for the cost of the trust or will, too. That's how I've always thought.
Ooh.
Right.
Wow.
I'm only going to have 2 of them in charge of it, but the rest to be, I want them 2 to equally dispose of all the funds.
But remember, with the two, you have to have a tiebreaker.
What do you mean by that?
Okay, let's say that the 2 of them disagree on the house. One of them wants to sell the house and divide the money. The other one wants to buy the house. Listen, even though you want it sold, okay, what if one of the heirs wants to buy it and one of the sisters says, no, we're not going to let the nieces, or one niece says, we're not going to sell it because we'll get more money if we sell it somewhere else or to someone else. You need someone in the event that your two people in charge cannot agree. My question, why do you want two people in charge?
I don't know. I just feel more comfortable.
Okay.
Because one lives out of state and one lives in Colorado.
Okay, what I'm saying is usually a bad idea. So you need to have a tiebreaker, and I can explain that coming up.
This report is sponsored by Wyndham Hotels and Resorts.
Tom, 1 minute, Dr. Kelly. 1 minute, Dr. Kelly.
Road work that's happening 70 westbound.
Tom's new word, favorite word from 1963.
There is an overturned vehicle that still needs to be
Beatlemania.
Savannah at Smith Road. And some sort of a
No,
spilled
it's
load,
monkeys.
so definitely a stop to avoid on the freeway.
1966 groupies.
For today, still the possibility of an afternoon.
It's really
thunderstorm
sad that
toward 81.
the Beatles were outsold by the Monkees.
Dr. Kelly.
Okay, did you know that?
Storm is possible with a high up toward 81. Right now it's sunny.
We talk about
and
that
80.
almost every show.
With your traffic and weather on Karen
Why? It's
Johnson,
like a
6:30
boomerang. It keeps
AM.
coming back.
With more than 6,000
The truth hurts.
hotels across the country, including La Quinta,
Mini skirts, 1962.
A great hotel by Wyndham is
62?
Yeah.
Find one near you.
I disagree with
Book
that one.
direct at
Too much Game of Thrones.
wyndhamhotels.com.
Let's talk about Dr. Kelly, fit mom of 4. That's her Instagram. That's her passion. It's at Dr. Kelly, fit mom of 4. That's Dr. Kelly, the dentist, who did the cosmetic work for Suzanne. And she absolutely loves it. And she also did a program, Dr. Kelly, on abs after your baby. You can find out more about it on her Instagram. You know, we talk about her dentistry and the dental practice she and her husband have in Monument or the Tech Center. But they also do this ab program, or she does, on Instagram. And you ought to check it out. It's a lot of fun. Dr. Kelly, fit mom of 4. Now, while we're on the subject of dentistry, listen to this new patient special. For $59, you get an exam and you get x-rays. And you get cleaning. That's right, $59. That's a wonderful special. 720-240-4740. 720-240-4740. AvenueDentalStudio.com.
So these are not certificates, I'm pretty sure.
You know,
I'm
Mark,
blonde,
let
but I
Mark-
think I know.
Mark, they're nothing at all.
They're just pension
they're
account
fuck-
statements.
It's an account
Whoa,
statement.
whoa, whoa.
From 2000.
It's nothing.
Is this pension or is
Fucking
this
nothing. It's a
It's two
statement.
different guys.
It's a fucking statement.
Is this the Kroger guy or is
Yeah.
that the pension guy?
It's Kroger guy.
They're not. Get him back on so I can call him a dumbass.
What happened to the kinder, gentler Tom?
It is just a statement of account.
That's all it is. So they sent the
What
check
year is
out.
yours now? This one's 03.
Well, ending 2003.
Let me look
See,
at
he
it.
thought he found these.
Let me look at it again. He has nothing. He has nothing.
Well, no, he's got these.
Yeah, but nothing.
Dad will give him $20.
Are they two different accounts?
This one is beginning balance 4/1/2003. What's that one say?
Here, let's just see if they're two separate accounts. That's all I need to know. Or do you have
Kid
two
on the
accounts?
way, and you're looking for a bigger place to live. Well, your timing couldn't be any better. Hey, it's Ross.
I think it's the same account, different periods of time. It's a different quarter.
Okay, here. Let me have the more expensive one.
Your current home, it's likely
Let me see. I want to see how many
That's the check.
shares he has.
Does it actually shares?
Down payment on your
ESOP, probably.
Rates are the lowest they've been
Employee
over a year.
savings, $800. Rollover, $1,600.
recommend American Financing because you'll get a customized
Thank
loan
you.
from a salary-based mortgage consultant. They've been around for 20 years. Born in Colorado
Where-
and
I mean, this
continuously
guy-
growing with our
Where's
real
from the
estate
60s?
market, so they know
Every
what
time I
it
move
takes
the
to
monitor,
get
it cuts
jet
out.
lags.
Merrill Lynch.
Never any upfront fees, and it takes only 10 minutes.
I'd want to know
start,
who they
so
sent
you
the
can
check
A
to.
lot of the
Well,
things that were going on, like the counterculture, that was
So someone says that they said they had closed it
I'll
up.
bet you they sent it. He's so stupid. He probably just sent it through these cheat funds.
Did we look?
drug stuff.
Did you look on the Colorado Payback Forum? Is he there?
Am I there?
Hi, Tom Martino. Okay, we got these certificates that Jacob called about. Dennis, just one quick thing here. I'll get back to you. Jacob, these are not stock certificates, sir. I'm sorry, you misunderstood. This is nothing more than an account statement. That's all it is. It's just a statement that you get quarterly on the account. That's it. They're not stocks.
Oh, okay.
Now listen, here's the important thing. Somebody cashed it out. You said somebody cashed it out, and they sent a check out back in 2004. That's 15 years ago.
Okay.
So unless Merrill Lynch wants to be kind and research this, it's beyond any statute of limitation I know about. So I'm saying that you probably can't do much about it. Were they willing to look at the file and see who asked to cash it out?
They said they couldn't find the file.
Yeah, and they're not required to keep it. So somehow you lost this money. Are you sure that address means absolutely nothing to you? Like, do you have any kids? Do you have an ex-wife?
Yeah, but
No. Hold on.
we left in the 80s.
Oh, wait. You were divorced in the 80s?
Yeah.
Were you working for Kroger then?
No.
She wouldn't even know you were working. Did you have any lady friends or any friends at all that would call up and cash out your account?
Not that I know of.
Well, how did they even know you cashed it out in 2004?
The hell if I know.
Well, they told you. Didn't they say we cashed it out in 2004?
Yeah, and they gave me the address.
But did they say how much they sent there?
Yeah, it was 24 or something.
Okay, so that's when they cashed it out. This account statement, Mark, is from when? 03. 03, okay. So
1 before, 3 months later.
Yeah.
In 03.
Yeah, so they cashed it out, man. It's too bad. Somebody got your money, and it's somebody you know. Somebody you know back in 2004 or 2003 did this.
All righty.
Man, that's too bad. I don't know. It's too bad. Now, Dennis.
Yes.
We were talking about this this trust and all of that, and what I said was it's not recommended unless you do one. You can do a procedure called a tiebreaker, so they can both have mutual consent. And if they can't come to mutual consent, you name one of the third nieces to be the tiebreaker only.
But can I stipulate in there that if, like, for instance, you mentioned the house. If somebody says, "Oh, I want to keep the house and sell it for more," can I stipulate in there? Nobody keeps nothing. Everything gets sold, and that's just the bottom line. I put it in.
Of course you can, but I don't know how legally binding it'll be. You have to ask your attorney this. You would. You have to ask your attorney. I know you want everything liquidated, but think about this. If you have 5 nieces, right? And let's say one of the nieces wants to buy it from the estate. What's wrong with that if they all agree to it? There's nothing wrong with it.
No, but I would just rather have everything liquid, and then they all get equal amount.
Dennis, I understand, but why do you care if they don't care? That's what I'm asking.
I guess I don't.
Right.
In that
So
aspect,
all you have to say is that the estate will be divided equally after paying debt. The estate will be divided equally. Let them worry about that. I mean, there's no reason to unless there's some specific reason you don't. I think you're trying to overthink it, but that's what you talked to your attorney about. What were you going to say, Jay?
Couldn't he appoint an executor of the trust and have the executor just do everything the way
Well,
he
it's
wants
called
it
the
done?
trustee. It's called the it's the director of the trust.
Get like an accountant and pay him to do it.
Yeah, but again, Dennis, talk to your attorney, call us back with questions. Okay, don't forget excelroofing.com and petraliroofing.com, and of course they and everyone else is on referralist.com.
Here we are, coming to a Dan's list near you. There's more to that. That's only like the overview of the statement, because he had to be invested in something.
That's a plastic.
Yeah, that's purely,
Where do you buy your
it's nothing.
It's not hail resistant.
Hail proof up to 2-inch size hail.
Did you see that Facebook is down 7%, Google's down 6%.
Hulu.
Hulu's down?
Google.
Oh, I thought
Amazon's down almost 5%.
Google antitrust is easy to fucking understand. Amazon, now that Jay explained it that way, is very easy to explain.
And same with Facebook.
Facebook, I don't even know how they do it. How do they do it?
I don't know. How do you...
See you, Dave.
See you, Dave.
I mean, they don't keep
Have a
people
good drive
alive.
back, man.
Yeah, and thank you very much. Stay safe.
Do you go back on the highway, or do you go over to 86, 83? What do you do?
I just go down 25. Yeah. I tried the alternative route.